is Friday, and you know what that means. It is week 2, day 2, division 2 of the Swag Life series. We have some insane action coming for you tonight. The Dark Side Knights taking on Mythril Black in what will be a very exciting, hopefully best of 3-game series. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a 2-0 one way or the other. Mythril Black coming off of a really good week 1 2-1 victory. On the other side, the Dark Side Knights off to a slower start, losing 0-2, so they have definitely something to prove here in week 2, looking to bounce back as Mythril Black looks to stay hot. Should be a really exciting series. Two teams coming from different spots, one looking to stay hot, the other looking to bounce back. Always makes for exciting content. I am joined tonight by first-time caster here at the Swag Life series, Theo. He'll be on the screen in just a moment. And next, we will have an interview with Nowadays from the Dark Side Knights and the top laner for Mythril Black. Garwood, the top laner for Mythril Black, will be our first interview, I believe. There it is, right up on the monitor now, looking professional and ready to rock tonight. Garwood, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to get this series going.
I can see that you are all decked out. You got the jersey repping. I like that.
Oh yeah.
So, obviously, you guys had a solid week 1, taking that series victory 2-1. How do you feel going into week 2, you know?
I feel pretty good. We have a good team put together, good coaching. Our coach is the jungler for the Cabbage Collective. They played last night. It was a great match. I feel good. We put a lot of preparation into running statistics on the other team and on ourselves to work on our draft and our communication in game. And I mean, we got I believe the only Penta kill in the whole tournament so far last week.
Okay.
And our kill participation for each team member is higher than most other teams. So
wow.
Hopefully we can play strong as a team and, you know, make this a quick series.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, maybe you said a little bit of it right there, but what do you guys consider to be kind of your strong point as a team? It sounds like you obviously do a lot of prep work, which is important, but if you had to say for yourself, what do you consider your strong point?
I think me personally, a strong point is I know how to press the R key when I see an ADC.
There you go.
I played Malphite last week. I hit him 16 times in one game. So,
I mean, sad for the ADC.
the key for us is just playing as a team. And if someone's behind, you know, someone else gets ahead and we pick each other up. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, that's just the key to, I think, good League of Legends, right? You know, being able to play as a team, being able to adapt in game. But I think, you know, you're talking about your prep work, and I think that really helps a lot. That's cool to hear that you have a lot of prep work. I mean, obviously, you've prepared for the series, so going into this series, what do you think perhaps will be a difficult spot for you guys? Do you see any difficult spots, or are you pretty confident moving in?
You know, there's a difference between being confident and cocky, but
Sure.
I'm very confident that there isn't anything we have to worry about in this series, and we're gonna get in there, we're gonna take care of business, and you know, move on with our weekend.
There you go. Absolutely, Garwood. That's what I like to hear. I like the confidence, like the preparation. Thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you on the Rift.
Oh yeah.
All right, and now for the second interview, we should have Nowadays the jungler for the Dark Side Knights. Could be some technical difficulties. What is this guy's name? All right, we don't remember what his name is, but if you have any ideas, let us know. Nowadays, there you go. I see it now. Can you hear me? His mic is not working. Okay. Talk.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
I can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
There we
Nowadays, how are you doing?
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Looking up stats and trying to figure out what to do with our team. We're kind of just fumbling around.
Oh, you're lagging a little bit. You still there with me? Uh-oh. nowadays has some ping issues, perhaps. A little bit of an internet diff, yeah. Uh-oh. That's not what you ideally want to see before getting into a game, but hopefully he gets that fixed. Alright. So nowadays is missing for a little bit, but you know, Theo, we heard from the top laner for Mythril Black. Said he's really confident, said they prepared a lot going into the week. You know, what do you think about that? How do you think that is going to help them going into this game moving forward? Any predictions, any super early predictions based on almost no information?
For one point of information, I want to know who he was playing when he R'd the enemy ADC 16 times.
That is a good question. He said Malphite, so it must have been
Oh,
Malphite.
Malphite.
I was trying to think about that in my head,
awesome.
like how long and how many team fights were in that game where he was able to ult
That's
the
what I
ADC
immediately thought
16
was like,
times.
maybe 16 ults, but on the ADC.
I guess. I think you just buy a Zhonya's or something at that point and just use Zhonya's. Or just ban Malphite. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently.
I guess, yeah. I guess if you're watching
We need to
this
go back to the
stream,
drafting phase.
yeah, if you're watching
Yeah,
this
press
stream,
flash.
Darkside Knights, ban Malphite, or don't let him ult you 16 times. I guess either way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I mean, early predictions going in with no knowledge whatsoever. I gotta give the advantage to the team that comes looking prepared in the jerseys and all that. You know, like
Yeah,
dedication and the mindset goes a long way. You know.
that is true, and I think
team coordination, it gives you the whole team spirit feeling, you know.
yeah,
good
absolutely.
stuff.
And I think so much of League and so much of being successful is solid preparation, knowing what the opponent's going to play, having a, you know, understanding of what they're potentially drafting and knowing how to play around and counter that. So Mythril Black right from the get-go looking like they're in a good spot. But with that being said, you know, this is very early. We actually have no information whatsoever. Maybe the Darkside Knights come out and absolutely smurf this game. You know, they have a lot to prove, bouncing back from a tough week 1. Hopefully they get their internet fixed. That would probably be good as well. Alright. I'm getting the thumbs up. Looking like we are able to move into draft if I am correct. Alright. And so for tonight, our featured matchup is going to be the junglers from Mythril Black, from the Darkside Knights. Nowadays, as you saw on the screen before, and Jekaroos from not Macro Academy. That is not Macro Academy on the left, but for Mythril Black, and the Cabbage Collective is also not on the right. That would be the Darkside Knights. So on the blue side, banning Mythril Black, gonna take the Xayah out early. And red team taking away the Cassiopeia, not wanting to deal with that. Ashe banned out on the second rotation. 2 ADC bans. Yeah, really targeting that bot lane. I'm surprised about the Ashe pick. I don't think that champion is very strong right now, but maybe it's just banning away a comfort pick. Let's see what red counters with. They're gonna opt for waiting, stalling it out, biding their time. 2 seconds on the clock. Jinx, taking away Jinx. Really strong power pick. Don't want Mythril Black to get that as a first pick. Solid ban. So a lot of bot lane bans coming out. The AD champion pool is being really diminished.
If Ashe was one of their, you know, maybe that's one of the things that their stats or research revealed about the other team they picked Ashe, but that just feels like a weird ban to me.
Yeah, makes sense. Warwick on the other side, looking at match history, Warwick was a common champion, but there's the Graves priority, both being played top and jungle for the side of Mythril Black. The first pick Graves offering a lot of flexibility in the draft. Definitely like that strong power pick. And Samira being hovered by red side, switching to Zeri. Zeri makes more sense. Samira, very aggressive. I don't think a super strong champion right now, but they're going back to Samira. A lot of confidence from the bot lane to pick that. What do you think about the Samira pick, eh?
I mean, yeah, they're definitely going all in here. I would be really, I would be myself afraid to pick a really strong early game ADC or strong like aggro ADC with Graves on the other team, because if he's controlling your jungler,
Yep.
you're fucked.
Yep. And I mean, at the same time, they said they want to pick Malphite in Alta 80 16 times, so it's bold to go with
immobile
Samira.
ADC,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
bold to go with Samira.
Hey, but the sometimes you gotta go with the ego picks. You know,
That's
the
true.
underdogs
That's
gotta
true.
come in strong and
That's
just
true.
lay it on them.
That's true. Confidence is key. There's Viego picked up second with the Samira, and Rel on the side of Mythril Black. Rel Misfortune. Interesting bot lane, honestly. The Misfortune all getting largely countered by the Samira W, and then Alistar, just a really good champion into the Rel. I mean, can cancel the engage by Rel really well. Can cancel the MFL. Strong counter pick there, I think, and also obviously pairs up really well with the Samira with the knock-up passive for Samira. So good pick. I like the Alistar pick a lot. I think it's a good answer to the bot lane, and I think maybe Mythril Black fumbling the draft a little bit there with the Rel Misfortune. Kind of odd. Perhaps they're champions that they play a lot of, so maybe they're just really confident that they're able to outplay the bot lane of Darkside Knights. But I mean, based on these picks here, exciting bot lane 2v2, right?
How are you feeling about the jungle matchup? I'm assuming it's gonna be Viego versus.
Yeah,
Graves.
assuming it's Viego versus Graves, I think it's not. I'm actually not sure how that matchup goes. Either way, I mean, Viego, a really strong pick. If he has CC, I think if he has champions that can help him get resets, he's really, really good. Graves, a champion that likes his farm up and scale, seems to be kind of the style of Mythril Black lane, their jungle farm up and scale and play for those late game team fights. Makes sense with the Rel and the Misfortune, both two good late game team fight champions. So seems like they're kind of tipping their hand in that way. Really want to play around the late game team fights. Malphite and Corki banned out for red side, followed by the Anivia and Shen on the blue side, and Ornn picked up on R4. Really like the Ornn blind there. Takes a pick away from Mythril Black. They do play the Ornn in the top lane, and it's just a really strong engaged champion.
Malphite ban going crazy.
Yep, Malphite, the AD carry is not getting ulted 16 times this game, if they can prevent it.
They were listening to the streams.
Yep, they were listening to the stream. So, one issue I see with red side is a lot of melee champions, a lot of low range champions into Graves.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I don't know how Samira scales into the late game, but that's kind of what I was saying about the very bold early pick. Because if you don't stomp, I don't know how Samira can stack up against something like Graves in the late game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Graves has a lot of valuableness into the.
That gives them a lot of the range and wave clear they need if they pick something like Ori.
Ori would be good. Ori's good, but low range AD carry, and then 3 melees, definitely giving Graves a lot of value here. All right, and Ori locked in. So 2 team comps that really do want to team fight, 2 team fight oriented comps, both with solid late game scaling, should make for an exciting game. We have the set here. I mean, frankly, I don't think Samira ever gets to play the game into set, and that is sad. But at the same time, you know, Alistar Orianna combo is really, really strong into an immobile AD carry like Misfortune.
Yeah, I think both of their ADCs are in similar boats. Obviously, I think MF has more use to her team without being strong as herself. But it should be interesting to see, because this is definitely, well, at least I feel, not going to be a bot dominated game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see some fighters going at it.
Yep, 2 very volatile bot lanes, but also 2 bot lanes that are going to have a very sad game with Viego, with Ornn, with Alistar, with Orianna, and then on the other side with Rel, set ultimate. Yeah. So hopefully both AD carries have their flash keys bound and are not playing on 300 ping.
In for a bloody game.
In for a bloody game.
That's my prediction.
Like it. Yep. And we're just gonna get right into the game in a little bit. Obviously have the stream delay. Can you get the off on the monitor?
Oh god.
Alright.
But then I can't eat or drink.
Oh, that's fine.
Whatever. Although, I am not gonna lie, I did not get the Nibia ban.
Yeah, I believe the Anivia ban is just targeted. The mid lane for Darkside Knight looks like he likes to play a lot of control mages with high wave clear, and I think the Anivia ban was just a target ban. I guess it makes sense. It's a comfort pick,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't like playing versus Anivia. I think the Anivia is also quite good into the Graves. Makes him hard, hard for Graves to play the game. He's pretty low range,
Yeah,
and
that is definitely true.
can't
Working
really
around
do
all
anything into just
a lot.
Anivia alt sitting there, so value there. I mean, predictions are obviously up, so don't forget to make your predictions in the Twitch chat. Personally, it's really weird. I could see this game going either ways. I don't think the draft is heavily favored in one way or the other. I think there's kind of some issues with both. I don't like the Samira pick. I think as red side, you have the ability to make sure you have a really strong bot lane matchup, and when you early pick that Samira, I think it takes a lot of that away. So unless they're able to just absolutely smurf this bot lane 2v2, it will be a little bit of a tough time for the Dark Side Knights.
How is Ornn into set, do you think? I feel like that's gotta be pretty set sided, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know too much about top lane matchups. I do know that Ornn is, for whatever reason, a really OP laner, but Set, on the other hand, is also pretty strong.
Also falls into that
also kind of
category.
an OP laner. My initial thought is that it's not super one-sided either way, but I could be wrong. I think, with that being said, there's not tons of setup for the Graves. He's just going to be really looking to play to farm and scale into the late game. I think Viego has so much setup in the bot lane with an immobile AD carry like Misfortune. I assume that, his best bet is going bottom, trying to play around that Alistar combo into a stun, into Samira damage, looking to snowball that, and I think if he does, he'll be in a really good spot. Ahri versus Orianna isn't super difficult for Orianna. I think if she plays it well, she's a very safe neutral pick. She has a lot of good wave push. She's pretty safe with her shield. Solid auto attacks, obviously, with her passive, help her get lane priority and help her in the trading. So assuming she plays well, wards up, doesn't get hit by charms too much, avoids poke, I think she's in a really solid spot. Keep mid priority and help red team control the bot side, which is, I think, is what they need to do this game. If Samira isn't able to snowball, then I think it is very difficult to play team fights.
I think this is going to be a Graves top middle game and Viego bot side middle game. That's
Absolutely.
where that's the only lanes they're going to have any ability to kill people in.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, Viego and Ornn can kill set too, but like you said, it's going to be focused on Samira as that's their win con.
Yep, no, I think so. And I think it is important that the Darkside Knights make sure they're getting lane push, making sure that they're trying to put pressure on that Graves, not just letting him farm up for free, making sure they're, getting deep vision, making him sweat a little bit, making him think about where he's pathing, play around invades and all that stuff. They do have, I think, better early game skirmish. The Alistar, Samira, the Viego stun, a lot of chain CC and a lot of one-shot potential, a lot of bursts that they can, blow up a squishy Graves if he's caught in the jungle. Alright, we should be getting onto the Rift in just a moment. Alright, and here we are. Darkside Knights, Mythril Black, game 1. Darkside Knights looking to bounce back, pick up their first series win of the SOS. Mythril Black looking to improve their record to 2-0. There we go. Don't assume too much from level 1 will happen. I don't think either team has insanely good invade potential. Not a lot of hard CC. Alistar's barely a champion at level 1. So, looks like just standard 5-point defensive start. Both mid laners matching each other. Graves maybe looking for a deep ward on the red side, scouting out the Viego, getting some early information, helping him with his pathing. Now walk into each other. Graves just looking to put down a ward on the Raptor camp. Viego spots that out there as he starts to recall. So both junglers looking to start on the bot side, which means they'll be pathing away from the bot lane and meeting each other in the top. perhaps contesting over that early crab. So really important for both top laners to manage these top waves well, get themselves in good positions to help out their junglers for a potential crab skirmish. Samira doesn't have a skin. Unfortunate. Alright, mid laners just autoing the wave, looking for position, looking for that level 2 priority. Ahri playing up on the creeps, looking to pressure the Orianna, making her sweat a little bit. Good trade by the Orianna, landing the Q. Ahri needs to be careful. Doesn't want to take too much damage, but the Q means that Ahri will have priority over the wave and hit level 2 first. And look to zone the Orianna. Orianna, I think, playing way more scared than she needs to. Ahri can't be walking into a full wave like that and taking free damage from the creeps. Giving perhaps a little bit too much respect. He also has the biscuits. Doesn't need to be as worried, I think, as he is, but still playing a bit safe. Both bot lanes hit level 2 now at about the same time. Wave pretty neutral in the position in the lane. A little bit pushing on the side of red. So they look to play a little bit safe. On blue side, they should know that junglers are pathing away though, so they don't have to be too worried about ganks. Rel walking up, and Misfortune is just playing so far back. Really scared of the Owlster. Headbutt, pulverize combo. Q landing out onto the Samira from Misfortune. Getting some damage, and a big trade going on in the mid lane. Causing Orianna to eat her cookies.
I feel like that might be a wise call on their part though, because Samira getting the kills is going to make a lot more of a difference than if, you know, the
This one, yep.
MF stayed up and got a little extra.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Oh, and here comes the junk play.
Yep, junglers and top looking to skirmish around. Graves circling around. He's going to walk into the Viego. Stun lands. Doesn't look like much more than that as he just dashes away. Throws down the smoke screen. And the Q chunking out the Viego a little bit. Alright, and Set looking to get a big combo on the Ornn.
Graves is there. Viego's not even coming.
Walking around, and
Lord.
he's just going to dash out.
He's...
A lot of pressure on the Ornn early though. Big chunk coming through there. Even though he hits level 3 first, Set just going in, trading him, doesn't even care about the level discrepancy. And Ahri is flashing level 6 mastery, which is kind of unlucky because it's level 6 mastery, but still looking to gain the mental edge early.
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say they use purple Ahri skin and keep the mastery purple.
True.
But
I hope it's that.
Yeah.
I hope
benefit
it's that.
of the doubt.
Okay, fair enough. Benefit of the doubt on the side of Ahri. Saying that
Although
she
this
could get
Ori
level
is doing
7.
a really good job keeping her. My personal feeling is that Ori has the edge in this matchup. Just
Yeah, I do think
DPS.
pre-6. Yeah, I do think pre-6. There's not a lot of all-in potential from the Orianna. Ahri walking through this huge wave and just taking her a lot of free chunks though. Flash charm coming out from the Ahri, but the flash from the Viego is going to be first blood over to Orianna. Picking up Ahri is Viego. Charm lands, and this is going to be 2 kills for the side of Darkside Knights. Such a good counter gank on the side of Nowadays, coming out the gate strong for the Darkside Knights. 2-for-1 trade in the mid lane. Graves just telegraphing that gank too much. Viego knows exactly where he is. Really solid play. 2v2 from the jungle mid. Ori holding on to the flash. Ahri burning hers and the ignite. This is such a huge lane win for Orianna. She gets the kill. She's even in CS. Still holds on to both of her summoner spells while Ahri drops both of hers. Strong play. Darkside Knights. Really good 2v2. How do you think that could have been played a little bit better? I feel like Mythril Black played that a bit odd. I think Ahri took tons of damage from the minion wave and was super low by the time she got onto Orianna.
Yeah, it can be a hard situation when your jungler is pinging that they're gonna come and you just need to force it right then.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not always like...
Ahri ding 6, but the charm and the Q is gonna miss and just get sidestepped by the Orianna. Orianna playing this really well, kiting into the minions, making it hard for Ahri to land any of her abilities. Ahri down in ultimate now. Orianna will be dinging 6 soon. No flash, remember, and she is just spamming. That's level 5 mastery?
I think it is actually level 5
It's level
mastery.
5. Okay.
Now that I see it again.
So give her the benefit of the doubt again and just say she's like level 5 mastery.
Yeah.
Alright, in bot lane, Darkside Knights crashing a big cannon wave, just looking to take a reset.
Uh,
20 CS lead.
I was
on
gonna
the
say, is
Samira.
that the stream's a little blurry for me, but that looks like a 20 CS.
It is obviously going to be cut down a little bit as it's a big wave, but still, CS
Yeah.
advantage on the side
For sure.
of Darkside Knights. And just more mastery flashing. Maybe some of the preparation that they did this week was just practicing their mastery emote spamming.
Even with the help top side though, Ornn is still pulling ahead of
Yeah.
NCS.
Yep, absolutely. Orin CS advantage, looking to just freeze his top wave in a good spot. Make
Didn't
the
we say that this was one of the comfort picks for our top laner?
Yep, the Orin definitely a comfort pick. And early Dragon start on the side of Darkside Knights, a really good call here. They know that they have huge bot lane priority, and they know that they have mid lane priority. No flash in the Ahri, had to take a recall there, and a huge bot wave which just crashed. So using that tempo to get the early Dragon, Mythril Black sealing away the Raptor camp in return.
I find it interesting that it feels that blue side is trying to play more aggressive with the comp that they have. I would assume there would have been red side trying to make these plays happen when it's blue side doing this.
Yep.
Not having much success as of yet.
For sure. I think a lot of pressure is on the Darkside Knights to get advantages, or else their champions just kind of get outscaled. But Ahri looking to go all in, lands the charm, and that is what Orianna has to be careful of. That charm level 6 kill pressure from the Ahri is huge. Solo kill on the side of Ahri for Mythril Black. Really solid play right there, knowing that she had the ult, knowing that she had the damage with the ignite and the charm. A roam here from Alistair though, looking to maybe punish the Ahri, but nothing much coming out of that as she just walked into the top lane river to her jungle. And we'll be fine. Ornn looking to trade onto the set. A lot of damage from Ornn right there. Good trade. He's gonna ultimate, looking possibly to all-in flash from set, and then flashes level 5 mastery.
Really must have been part of the preparation here.
Yeah,
Right.
everyone had to get level 5 mastery on their champion before this week's game, I guess. And Ornn, you know, blowing the flash on the side of set for almost nothing. I mean, an ult trade obviously, but still a really good play, even with the Graves on the top side for his Ornn, or for his set rather. Still Ornn is able to force out that flash. So really big. Samira flashing forward, getting stunned by the Rel, but it doesn't matter. The ult is going to come out. Not much more will be able to be put onto the Rel, but still 2v2 kill on the side of Darkside Knights, taking down the Misfortune, and this is a huge bot lane lead. I said, you know, Samira had to get an advantage. She's up 20 CS right now and a kill. She's going to crash this huge wave and deny it, so even a further CS gap now going to the side of Samira, and she is heating up. Samira pick paying off in dividends here for the side of Darkside Knights. Huge, almost a 1k gold lead on the AD carry. That is absolutely massive. And MF down a flash, down a heal, looking to punish. The flash is set here. Is their top lane. The Viego ult's gonna miss. Ornn having to flash out of the turret damage. A little bit of a misplay there on the side of Darkside Knights. Good attempt to punish the flashes.
Very early flashes, both from the set earlier in the trade and also from this Ornn. I don't know if he did a flash out of it.
Yeah, I don't think he quite had to. There wasn't really any more damage, but didn't want to give over a kill. Still good play here. They're gonna burn the set TP. He needs to TP back to catch that wave. But with that being said, you know, at least a 10, it should be about a 10 CS lead, assuming that set is able to catch all of these minions on the top turret. CS lead in the top rather, in the bot for the side Darkside Knights. Ahri though having a big lead over the Orianna, 10 CS lead plus a kill. Solid advantage there. Ray's looking to group up in the bot lane. Yeah, me neither.
After that Viego gank.
Yeah, I think it should have been a little bit more neutral, by, you know, Orianna needs to respect the level 6 all-in on the side of Ahri. So much damage can come down just with the alt W ignite, and if the charm lands, it becomes really difficult for Orianna to play.
I guess she was just playing smart with the all-in immediately at 6, because she knew that the gnome was low enough, she'd be able to go again with the HP advantage she got.
Yep, absolutely. And she had a little bit of an XP lead too, it looked like.
Yeah.
Somehow. Ornn looking to pull this
Which
top
I
wave.
that was interesting, 2 kills and still an XP lead.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think Yeah. That is unfortunate. Ornn looking to pull that top wave though and just
With Ori having
stack
TP
a wave.
too. Sorry.
Yeah. It is a bit unfortunate indeed. Ornn set, looking to trade flash forward from the Alistar. He's going to headbutt the Misfortune back and into the Pulverize, and Misfortune is just dead. Great combo on the side of Alistar. Samira using that reset to dash forward, hitting the Rel down, and she's just dead. Double kill for the Samira. I said this bot lane, I didn't like it, but you know what? They're proving me wrong over and over again. Just solid 2v2 play from the side of Darkside Knights.
Immediate
Snowballing.
steel cap purchase from Samira. Is that a standard?
Yeah, she has a lot of boot options because she doesn't really need the attack speed boots since she doesn't really auto attack that much. So steel caps I think are really solid this game. A lot of physical damage from the Graves set in Misfortune, so I like that a lot. The only other option would maybe be Merc Treads, but I don't think there's enough CC to warrant that, and if she gets hit by all that CC, she's kind of just dead. So steel caps definitely like that, make her a little bit tankier with the shield bow, being able to survive a little bit longer. She is really low range, and that survivability is good. Alright, and Inferno Dragon has spawned. Darkside Knights already having that first dragon, looking to start stacking early, taking the Inferno heal here. So Darkside Knights off to an absolutely phenomenal start, up 2k and 2 dragons, 3 kills on the Samira, 20 CS lead. Just a great game state if you are Darkside Knights right now.
Sorry about that.
The support item being completed for Rel.
That's stolen away.
Dodie, yeah. Graves doing the best he can to really try to get stuff on the other side of the map, playing
And
for that
pushing his
red.
CS lead even more as
Yeah.
as a result of it. He's the one lane. He might be about even still with his lane.
Yep.
But it's not looking too hot for their team. I don't think Ari's gonna be able to pull this out if she's the one that has to put it on her back.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Ara just has the damage to really one-shot. It's so hard for Ari to play into that Samira too. Samira has that wind wall, can block the charm, so much mobility.
There are just so many death traps for her from the Alistar, Viego, stun.
Yep, exactly. Get one shot. Samira needs to be a little bit careful here. A big wave pushing away from her and her support hovering around the mid lane. Might be denied some CS, but she is 2 levels up on the Misfortune. So huge here. She has both her flash and her heal, so she shouldn't die, but still doesn't want to just have to blow those for nothing. Alright. Graves hitting his mythic spike right now, completing his eclipse. On the other side, Viego rushing the blade of the Ruined King. Good into tanky champions like Set and Rel. Nice power spike for him. Ari looking to maybe get a cheeky charm on the Viego walking through mid. Opts out of it. Just looking to push this mid wave. Maybe take a base, roam for some vision as Herald spawns.
I don't know about you, but I feel like this Ari needs to be trying to move some of her weight bot lane because this is getting ridiculous.
I agree. I don't think it's really worth it for her to just bounce waves. Viego on the top, as we say, the stun lands onto the set and flashes into the ult. A predictor, maybe a misplay by the set. Either way, so good, but he's going to ult the Viego into the turret, and somehow it's just a kill for Garwood. Huge play, really starting off looking like it was so good for the side of Darkside Knights, but the set ult paying off, being so valuable there, able to ultimate Viego into the turret. Samira in some trouble. Graves is gonna have to flash from the combo though, as Alistar comes into
see how Samira
defense.
does once
Samira needs to be
that
careful
gets
here,
brought up.
perhaps of a Rel engage. Yep. And this is probably not a sight you expect to see. It's Ornn just proxying a set. Is he gonna actually pull this wave? No, he doesn't. Opts out of it.
Disappointing.
Disappointing. I would have liked to see it. He knew Graves was on the bot side. Had a window there to proxy. That's just a mental edge right there. You know, if you're a top laner, you're getting proxied by Ornn. No amount of level 5 mastery can save your mental. Huge bot wave crashing into Darkside Knights. It looks like they're looking to pull this wave. Maybe cancel a base on Rel, prevent her from going back. Aren't able to, they'll just push out this wave bottom. as they move into the top side, maybe looking for this Herald play. Viego needs to be a bit careful. Oriana looking to pressure her wave as Ari takes a recall. And the game looks to hit a little bit of a lull right now. Really, Darkside Knights just has to play for these dragons, right? Dragon spawning in a minute will be their sole point. Huge dragon, I mean the... Can't even think of the word, which dragon that is. The Mountain Soul, that's what it's called. The Mountain Soul is going to be so valuable if you're Darkside Knights, especially when you have burst champions like Ari or Graves and you have a Samira. Any type of survivability, shields, anything like that is so valuable for her. Making it hard for the Ari to blow her up, helping her sustain team fights just is really huge. And it looks like it's going to be Herald for the side of Darkside Knights too. Ari ulting away as she misses the charm and needs to be a bit more defensive. And they're just going to walk out. Huge. So 4 people rotated up. And flashing forward is Alistair. Maybe a bit of a preemptive engage as there's 4 here. Huge Oriana also kind of disengaging the fight. They need to be careful. They can't really take this. Alistair's so tanky, but he can only sustain this for so long. Still though, a lot of ults being used on the Alistair. The Herald goes down to the side of Darkside Knights. I think a little bit of a preemptive engage. Dragon is coming up. They really just have to play for that dragon. Don't have to be greedy like that at all. Alright. Alright, and I am joined by my fellow caster now, Ty. He's back for night 2. Night 2 over for you.
Night 2.
Night 2 on both games this week.
That's great.
How are you doing? Yeah, it's crazy, eh?
Pretty good.
You made it
last night's match was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
You know,
Yeah.
definitely Cabbage side.
I got to see little bit of it. Cabbage playing really well.
This one looks a lot more even.
This is a lot more even. Darkside Knights off to a really good start.
Oh yeah.
They do have a gold lead. Samira's 3-0. Misfortune is no flash. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Alright, so Alistair there, I think playing a little bit too aggressive. Could have just waited for the dragon. Didn't really have to pull the trigger in the mid lane there. They got Herald. It was such a good start for Darkside Knights, but still in a really solid spot.
Yeah.
In the driver's seat for sure. Still on 2 dragons. And Orin, there you go. He's dancing on him and flashing level 6 mastery. So such a huge mental game going on right now. Yeah, it's just a mental game right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
On both sides.
Honestly, both teams, that's all they've been planning for. They were baiting
Yeah.
us with saying they've been doing research.
It's like solo queue. If you can tilt the other team, that's all you gotta do. You don't even have to play well.
Yeah.
Alright, Herald being used bottom is gonna break that turret. First turret of the game going to the side of Darkside Knights. Opens up the map a little bit. Can have the Samira rotate and use some of her gold around the map. Look to snowball other lanes. Set looks to push in this top lane. Trade coming out on the side of Orin.
Trade.
They're too tanky. They're not gonna do anything to each other.
Mythril has minion advantage. We'll see.
Yep.
He's backing off back into turret. Which
Yep.
looks like a good choice. He's even out minion, but now he's got the health lead. New wave coming in.
That has the 40 CS lead too. I feel like, or the Orn 40 CS depth. It's still
Orin
able
does
to trade
have. Oh
like
my
that.
goodness.
Yeah.
I just saw that. That is a huge CS lead.
Ridiculous.
Not something I would expect from an Orin set matchup, but Orin just farming really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Abusing
feel like
his
this
top
Orn
lane.
has been really dominant in this matchup. Just like the player, not the champion.
Absolutely.
Taking control of the lane.
I didn't think it was just one-sided, but just really good laning from the side of Darkside Knights is getting them some advantages that maybe you wouldn't expect. That coming over, looking to do some chunk with his W. And the bot lane of Mythril Black is going to be rotated into the mid lane to counter the 2v2 from Darkside Knights.
This looks like one of the first team fights that's really gonna go down if people decide to capitalize on it. Maybe one of the teams wants Baron, maybe that's why they're doing it.
Yep, absolutely. Looking to pressure position here.
Yeah.
Oh, and
The flash
Keeps
though.
flashing those ults. He
with
really
a
likes
bit,
that.
bit of an interesting flash. Puts him closer
Looks like
to
he
the
will-
red team's turret. I think he's just dead.
Looks like he will go down there.
He was very scared of getting flash
No,
predicted again.
It's not a whole great day for Set, is it?
Yeah, it's a tough.
not.
It is a tough day in the life of Set. Orin saying you are not ulting my 80 carry 16 times in this game.
Nope. The flash. So he lost his flash and his life.
And his life. That is not where you want to be. Yep.
No.
Very sad.
We probably see some rotates over from roams to top lane. If we don't, Orange just gonna keep pushing it.
Yeah, Orin is just so
Keep
strong
beating
here.
it, yeah.
Flash out from the Samira, looking to dodge out of the Ari. Good W is going to block
Good
all
W.
the damage. No ultimate on the side of Ari.
enough.
Samira making it out alive. Doesn't have to pop the shield bow, but both of her summoners are down. Needs to be a little bit more careful now with no summoners, but still. Orianna is just catching all of the solo XP and looking to scale up
Yeah.
into the late game. So Darkside Knights still in a really good game state right now. They're up 3k gold.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is gonna be a hard.
steadily growing here. Sorry,
Mythril's
gold
got a
lead.
lot
Yep.
catching up to do for sure. Yeah, DSK just playing this really well so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good early game on the side of the Darkside Knights.
Yeah.
All right. Theo, from this point of the game, what do you think is the move for Mythril Black to get back into it moving forward? Down 3k.
I mean, they really need, like you said, I think being Misfortunes, I mean, not clearly out of it at this point. The Graves and, I think Graves and Set need to try and get something moving up top lane because that's the only lane that they have. And obviously Ari is doing
Yeah.
fine just on her own, but I think the Set needs to get brought back into the game because like you were saying, that Ari is going to be one of the big tools they have against bringing down the
Against
Samir,
Samira,
which is looking
yeah.
like a huge threat on the other team. Well,
Yeah.
is the huge threat on the other team.
Yep.
Orin is significantly high level than everyone's
Yeah.
team and everyone.
Yep.
Even Set, who generally it's pretty good top.
Yeah, a good laner, yeah.
Yeah,
No, for sure.
Orange is outplaying him. It's really early game into mid game and now heading into late games looking like
Yeah.
a little bit of a team thing going on. Looks like they both want Dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, this might be a team fight here.
Yeah,
But-
it looks like perhaps the first full 5v5 team fight of the
Yeah.
game, but Orin is still top, pushing the inner turret, and he has TP. So Mythril Black, or Darkside Knights, excuse me, in a
Oh,
good
a
spot, but a
huge
huge
charm.
charm landing onto Orianna. She's just
Orianna's
dead.
going down.
Who else going down
Oh, yeah.
as Alistar is forced to retreat, but this is an inner top lane turret that's just getting chunked down as Set is forced to TP away. Now, maybe Darkside Knights will look to
Oh,
re-engage
who's
as
the
the
turret?
TP comes out.
Yeah.
The turret still goes down, but they're just going to give up the
They're
dragon.
getting-
I think it's a good call. It's an overall worth it gold trade if you are
It's a
the
good trade.
Darkside Knights.
Oh, yeah.
Inner turret, so much value there, and a lot of map pressure now. You don't expect to see a Set split pushing a top lane inner turret, or excuse me, an Orange split pushing a top lane inner turret, but
No.
that is exactly what he is doing. He's saying, I can be a solo lane champion. I can 1v1 anyone. Put him up here. I'm not scared.
Well, that was a really good play by Orin, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they take Dragon, that's a big loss, but
Yep,
getting that turret.
Yep.
Definitely.
it's huge. And they're up 2 TPs right now. So the TP was burned top for really nothing.
Mm.
They do lose to Dragon. I think they could have played that a little bit more slowly. They didn't have to walk into the river like that. They could have just stalled for Orin. They were in a really good spot, but still. Alistar looking to hex back over onto the MF. She needs to be careful. The W is going to come
Ooh,
down.
Alistar
And
going
she's
in.
gonna
Oh,
flash
late.
the
Away,
knockup.
back into-
A little bit late on the Q, yeah, but still, Misfortune now, no flash, puts her in a really dangerous spot for the
Yeah.
next dragon fight. She will not have flash if they started up immediately, so really important summoner spell burned right there.
Alistair's been real sneaky with coming around and getting these good headbutts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
huge value from the Alistar pick.
Yeah,
DSK
put
is
the
really
Samira in a
controlling the
really
summoner
good
spells in general here.
Yeah,
Forcing Sad at the bottom, forcing Misfortune in there.
yep.
I don't know where Mythril Black goes from here.
Yeah, it is a bit of a tough game state, right?
But they're up 3 turrets. More importantly, the gold and
Yeah,
and everything else. But let's get to the one going down here.
and Ari is looking to
Ari's
just
gonna-
2v2 turn, 1v2 turns, excuse me, but good ultimate from the Orianna, and the flash forward is going to be a shutdown for the Orianna. Really
Orianna,
great play
really
on the
good.
side of Darkside Knights, punishing that side lane. Ari, she's playing too aggressive by herself, has no support, and this is huge. Orianna now pushing an inner turret as they're just going to 3v3 match mid, and there's nothing really for Mythril Black to get here. Maybe look for a Raptor camp invade, but they're too low, too early into the game to actually start up this Baron, and Darkside Knights absolutely knows that, and they're just gonna let
They're gonna take
Orianna
another
take her
turret.
turret. Yeah, they're
They're
just gonna
gonna
get
take
another
another
inner
turret.
turret.
They're
That's a huge misplay from Ari. She doesn't really need to be down there farming. This
No.
is greed.
Yeah,
and then
it's
chasing after
it's
Diego
just
too for
greed,
easy
yeah.
kills.
And she has a shutdown that she needs to be careful of giving away. She has the burn flash ultimate and gives the
Yeah,
shutdown
and as
over
we
to the
thought,
Orianna.
that's their
it's looking
chance to get back into fights is her
It's
flash
looking-
charm.
Yep.
They need. I think they're talking now. I'm sure they need a team fight to win. They need
Yep.
something to go here.
Yep.
Otherwise, DSK is going to keep getting picks because they're
Yep.
looking like a better 1v1 team right now.
Yeah.
If they keep getting these picks, it's game over.
Yep.
money is a huge problem for
Yeah,
Mythril Black, which it's gonna be hard to win team fights, especially with
Yeah.
with the money going down here. But
for sure. A little
yeah.
bit of a weird build from Misfortune. She
It is.
has the Kraken Slayer. I'm not sure I like that.
You don't see that very
Kraken Slayer in armor boots. A bit odd. I think maybe she needs something to just help her survive or eclipse her lethality of the ultimate.
Nothing to this
often. Oh,
Ornn.
for sure.
Yeah, Ari is doing about 2 damage to Ornn. That is definitely what you like to see if you're Ornn
Oh
and
no.
Dark Side Knights. The most fed champion can barely touch your top laner.
Oh,
So
no.
2 TPs on the side of Dark Side Knights right here and no TP counter right now for the side of Mythril Black. So really great game state here as the AD carries just trading midways back and forth, looking to play safe. Dragon up in 123 is going to be slow point for either team, so this is going to be a big team fight, and we still know that there's no flash on the Ari, no flash on the Misfortune. Those are both huge summoner spells for this team fight down on the side of Mythril Black. Samira has her flash, Viego and Ornn have theirs. Oriana's will be down though. But
Yeah.
this is going to be an explosive team fight. This can decide a lot of the game. If
It will,
Mythril
yeah.
Black is able to pull it out, they're able to get Baron and able to take back a lot of the turrets and
Oh,
gold
Brown. Oh yeah.
from Darkside Knight. So
If Dark Knight gets it, I think if anything, I think if even if it's if it's a close fight and,
Yeah.
and they don't have enough materials or
Yeah.
mana or whatever it is to take down Baron, I don't think they do this.
yeah,
I think they need an overwhelming victory here.
yeah,
You're thinking 4 survive
yep, for sure.
because they're looking for this team fight and they know at this point this is their only thing that they can do.
Yeah,
This is the only possible win condition for them. DSK has it's looking like Dragon Control right now.
yep. They do have really good vision. The early
Yeah.
TP from Ornn's going to come down just to help them keep this river control. Pink's down, denying all the vision from Mythril Black. They need to be careful walking into this
So
choke
weird
point
then.
with the Alistair engage. Ari looking to flank from the bot side, looking to maybe find a pick onto one of the squishy backline members, but a good ward from Ornn. Protecting his backline here as Alistair zones out the rest.
Need to create
Listen,
jump play
Mythril Black. Flash forward from set is going to just get denied by Alistair. Great headbutt. Huge
Oh,
override here,
that's
but the
good.
MFO is over the top is
Yeah.
so much damage now, and it's just the wombo
Graves
combo.
gets
But
a lot
Viego
done.
picking up a soul into the reset is going to find the Ari. Not much more than that. Able to be
Great-
found though,
great
and a
games play right
great
there.
engage right on the side of Mythril Black.
That's what they were looking for, right?
That
there.
is what they were
That's-
looking for indeed.
They got both Dragon and now it's looking like a pretty even
Yeah,
even scenario for them. They got 3 of them, so there's not much that DSK can do to
Yep.
if they want to go for Baron.
Yeah.
Looks like they're not gonna go for Baron though.
Graves though in a little bit of trouble
Oh,
from the
getting
side of
soloed by
Ornn. He's
Ornn.
just perhaps going to
Ornn
get
just-
solo killed. You can't be doing this. This is Ornn. He is a monster. People
What?
not respecting
That's
this Ornn
ridiculous.
pick enough. He knows what is going on with this. He says, you can't 1v1 me. You might think I'm a tank, but I'll
Ornn
solo
is
kill you,
really-
no problem.
I would not think of Ornn as a
Slap.
1v1 character, but he is.
Yeah,
He's probably picked up
yeah,
a crazy amount of. He's kicked a crazy amount of kills.
yeah, absolutely. Huge CS lead over his lane opponent. Just the side lane monster right now. But as you see in that team fight, it's so hard for Samira to play the game, right? There's so many things to cancel her. She's low range. It's so difficult for her to play into champions like the Set, like the Graves, like the Rao. There's so many things for her to worry about, and the value of Misfortune all over the top when they group up like that. So much damage coming down, even though she's down in items, even though she's down in gold, that ultimate still is massive. So moving forward,
DSK
Darkside
here,
Knights,
yeah, DSK here definitely wanting that Baron.
Yep.
They want to get back.
they
And
want the Baron pressure,
Yeah.
want to keep up
Graves,
their lead.
yeah,
Because
I
they've
think
seen you can win the fights, so they're taking them and forcing
Yep.
them.
I really don't think that DSK expected to kill Graves there.
No, I don't
Otherwise-
think so. I don't
otherwise
think
they-
anyone expected.
Otherwise, then they probably would have gone for Baron.
Yeah, they
knowing
probably
that they don't have
walk
a
the
smite on
Baron.
the table.
Yeah, definitely
Just deal
a
it,
little
like,
bit of a misplay on the side of Graves. Bottom for no reason. Doesn't need to look for a fight.
No.
This Ornn is level
Will-
17 right now.
It's like what, 21 minutes? 22, 24?
No, it's like 29 minutes. But still, level 17 Ornn,
30 minutes. Yeah.
30 minutes. Level 17 Ornn is huge right now.
Huge.
So, Darkside Knights, though, moving forward, needs to be a little bit more careful of their positioning in team fights. Needs to make sure that they're getting onto that Misfortune, canceling her ultimate, and not letting her get that complete channel off Orin on the bot side doesn't have a TP, so they need to respect that as Mythril Black looking to get all of this Baron vision control. Alistair looking to walk into the river and clear out some of these pinks. Again, they need to be careful. No TP on the Orin. The Orin cannot make it to this fight. If it happens, where a set can. But Orin is just looking to be the split push menace here, looking to start hitting on that inhibitor bot lane turret. Flash out from the Diego. Alistair looking to disengage. The Misfortune all coming over is just going to be too much damage. Alistair chunked out, and Diego, I think, walking too far up, not respecting the engage on the side of Mythril Black. Mythril Black now walking over to the Baron.
Yeah, that gives Mythril Black a huge positioning advantage now.
Yep.
DSK can't steal this at this point. There's no way.
Yeah, it looks like it's
with
just
Warren
too hard.
being all
Will be
over,
suicide.
they're not gonna get this next steal for sure.
Graves, a little bit of misplan the blast.
They're gonna make another
ball.
This might be an
onto the inhib turret. Yeah, about half HP.
Yeah.
Baron's going down.
Really has been trading objectives like a legend.
He has. Orin doing everything in his power to, keep this game on the side of Dark Side Knights.
Yeah.
And a mid lane turret should go down the side of Dark Side Knights. So despite the Baron here, such good wave state from the side of Dark Side Knights, it's a little bit hard for Mythril Black to get tons of value out of this Baron. I think if you look at their bot lane wave, it's all the way pushed into the inhibitor turret. Mid lane is getting pushed into Mythril Black as well. And top wave, they don't even have that outer turret yet. So they'll recall, look to buy items and group up and maybe get some gold back with this Baron, but really difficult wave states for them to do too much here. So
if we're looking at Orin CS right now, he's really chilling bot. He is he's clearing waves. He's getting objectives.
Orin is MVP of this game.
This Orin is a monster. This Orin is a monster.
He solos everyone.
He's Flame Horizon his top laner on Orin.
And let's see what. Oh yeah, and look at his build too. That's a unit build.
Yeah, this guy is a monster.
He's so
he knows what's up. All right, Alistair headbutting to the set as they jostle for river position on this dragon. Orion's got TP into the fight.
Ari has tried to come around from the side every single time. Let's see if they catch it again, like last time.
Yep, they had good vision to spot her out here. Pink's going down early to deny vision. They're looking for the same play. Samira and Oriana need to have better team fight position.
Oh, they see Ari. Are they gonna
trying to play
huge ult from Orin, maybe.
Oh.
He's gonna get caught out.
A little bit of a mislane Orin, but the ult cancels from the FF instantly. Oriana gets one shot though on the back line. Samira looking to kite, looking to do as much damage. So ult comes down. It's gonna be a quick double kill. MF is just all by herself now. Diego getting resets here as Samira kites through the whole team, and this is all Dark Side Knights right now. 3 for 4 so far. Or 2 for 4, excuse me, so far as Graves limps away by himself, looking to push the mid wave and just get something back in return as Soul Point now on the Dark Side Knight.
Orin's health bar basically is full.
Yeah, through that whole fight, Orin's health has taken about 200 damage. That is so sad. This guy is an absolute monster.
What is happening?
Diego looking to
maybe
pick up the Graves.
Pick up his objective.
Able to do that.
Graves does not want any part of what's going on.
Yeah, Graves gonna take the Raptors.
Hey, I want
call
18.
it a day.
I want level 18 immediately.
Yep.
What do you do? How do you kill this Orin?
You don't.
Do you?
I don't think you do.
You have to play around him.
You just have to ignore him, really.
And hope that he doesn't care about team fights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
For sure.
Or you gotta run him out of mana or something.
Yeah, maybe. Or he gets too bored of just taking damage and leave or something.
He's like, oh, I'm at half health. Maybe I'll go, hope he goes AFK or something.
Yeah, Orin is unkillable right now.
Yes.
Much better team fight from the side of Dark Side Knights right there. They did exactly what we talked about. They canceled the MF ult right off the bat, and the Samira kiting really well. Oriana got blown up early, but so many spells being used on her meant that Samira could just free hit everyone, do so much damage.
Yeah,
Diego was able to get through this one.
Winning the last fight, they forgot that Samira was huge, and if they don't insta-kill her, then she's going to do that.
Yeah, she's going to kill all of them. And now she is a very scary Samira right now. At 3.5, almost 4 items with steel caps. Also, to note, the Orin actually canceled his own ult, so they won that team fight with no Orin ulti.
I was wondering where that
That's
went.
true.
I didn't see the.
No, you're right.
I believe either he canceled it himself or Set canceled it. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say Set canceled it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Either way, Orin took like 200 damage.
We're generous.
I wonder how long it would take for the entire...
For the entire team to kill him?
Yeah, for the entire Mythril team to kill him. at this point.
I think minions would end the game before that happened.
Maybe.
All right. So this game, though, still, talking about moving forward, really exciting. Soul point for both teams. It is a Mountain Soul, really huge Soul. Alistar messing
Here
up the
comes
combo
Oriel.
a little bit.
Was that
And the-
Oriel?
The Oriel being used with that. So a little bit of a misplay here means Alistar is
Ooh,
just going to
Alistar's
be
out
left
here.
for dead. They need to be careful and
Orange
back out.
still chilling in bot lane, clearing his waves, getting
Yep.
his PS up, even though he has the most in the game.
Yep.
318. Wow. Okay.
All right, so looking to match the orange, now level 18, almost
Jeez.
complete 6-item power spike. This orange is a
This is-
monster.
This is gonna
Although it
be.
is worth noting that they've kept it at about a 3k gold diff ever since that last
Oh.
fight they lost. They have not let the gold lead continue to creep.
Which
No,
is
yeah, it's
surprising
been
considering
about a
Ornn is-
3k gold lead.
Which is considering,
Yeah.
yeah, because Ornn is just farming gold.
Yep.
Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he really wants to extend that gold lead, so they can't really.
I think he's
Yeah.
he
I think
needs the
that's
sets.
Really, really impressive. And the orange items too
Gee,
are going to bring in a lot of value for
yeah.
their carries once he's able
he
to
can get even more.
upgrade them. So still though, this is the next 5 minutes of this game are going to be super explosive. There's soul point on either team, which means this next dragon is going to be very pivotal for both teams here. Ornn is looking to counter jungle the red buff from Graves. You never expect Ornn on your red buff. He needs to be careful though, as his whole team is on the other side of the map and he's gonna steal it. He's running for the blast
Ornn
zone.
steals
He's
it.
knocked back in though.
Doing
by
absolutely
the
zero
Wait,
Graves.
just
damage.
the answer to that question, how long it takes the entire
This
enemy
is
team to
actually
kill
just a
Ornn.
1v4 and
so
he's
might
capable of
actually just
killing
kill
the
all of
Misfortune.
them.
What is happening?
No.
Ornn trading
Ornn-
one
Ornn
for
will go
one
down, but
in a
that's
1v4.
ridiculous.
This is, I haven't seen this. This is Ornn Gaming.
MVP.
This is Ornn Gaming.
Ornn-
changed their
Ornn
name
allowing
after this dark
Possibly
side.
4 Mythril Black objective here
Yeah.
on Baron. Looks like they're gonna go for it.
They're just going to
DSA.
start it on spawn. They know that there's
That was such a-
4
that was
people
such a
on the
good
other side of the team. That was an incredible
This
bait.
doesn't
I don't
make
even
sense.
know what to say about that bait
This
because
week,
I
top
never
laners
thought
are
I'd
being
seen it.
extremely explosive.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
You saw yesterday with
Yeah.
Cavs' top laner sub. He controlled the game, and now it's Ornn.
Yep, now it's Ornn's
Ornn
turn to
is-
do it. And you
Ornn
don't
taking the death for the team.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, he was 1v4 for literally 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And
That-
he killed the Misfortune.
That's a scary thing to see from a player, right? Someone,
Yeah.
someone who is selfless enough to say, okay, my
And
game doesn't really
what
matter
do you
to me."
say if you're Graves there and you walk to your red buff and there's just an Ornn taking it,
What do you do?
and then he kills your AD carry?
And then he kills, yeah.
That's the sad
Misfortune.
thing.
Yeah, you did
not-
everything right. You called for help, and then he killed your help.
And it didn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needed more help.
You
But
got-
still, Baron on the side of Darkside Knights and Dragon
Ugh.
spawning in 10. So, Mythril Black not out of this game by any means. They can still have a huge team fight here, but this team fight perhaps decides the game for the Darkside Knights. If they have a team fight win here, they get the Baron and perhaps end. So needs to be a clutch
Again,
fight.
Dark
Huge
Knights is
Alistar
having-
knock up there, looking to just stall. Set's going to ultimate in. Good flash from Orianna. MF ulti in a huge shockwave here, but MF is going to kill the Orianna in
Or
response.
needs to get in there and
Samira
soak
looking
up
to
some
dive
damage.
onto the backline. It's so much. Samira damage.
my
She's gonna
God.
shred them all. 1-2
That might be a
is
triple
all she's gonna be able to get, but
That's crazy.
a triple kill now for the Samira, and Viego is going to clean up the last. I think they're just getting hit by the wall. It's-
That's
Ornn,
an ace. That's
Ornn
an ace.
hasn't even had his shield popped. He still has
No.
his shield at full
Both
speed.
of them do. Both of them do.
But
Both of them do.
it's just Ornn Gaming. It is just Ornn Gaming. This champion is apparently the
Ornn
most
should be way
OP
more
champion.
meta. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ornn should be way more meta. What is happening?
Yeah, and they get the dragon now on the side of Darkside Knights. They have that Mountain Soul and
My
Ornn and Viego pushing in the mid lane, looking to get this mid lane inhibitor. Last night you expect the Gwen, right? You expect the Gwen to be strong from Cabbage Collective.
Oh yeah.
But you don't expect the Ornn 1v5.
No,
When we went into this
no.
game talking about it, we were like,
You don't
top lane is going to be a boring matchup. It's Ornn versus Set. What even happened?
set on paper,
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally, it's okay. They cancel each other out. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Right?
just
'Cause,
kind of a neutral
that,
lane.
that can do some good damage. And,
Yeah.
And Ornn is just tanky.
Is tanky and has a good ult.
But no.
Yep.
Nope.
But Ornn's just 1v5 the game, 300.
307. That's not even a great stat line.
39,
How much he's
yeah.
controlling the game.
Yeah, exactly. I
His
think
stat line does not reflect anything.
no, absolutely.
That's why.
It is crazy. The stat line, yeah, truly not reflecting how much of an impact this Ornn pick is having. I mean, well beyond what I could have anticipated going into the draft and into the game.
And then you look at the other team's deaths, and then you go, oh okay.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And I mean, with that Ornn though, Samira is absolutely massive right now at 9-1. So definitely not looking to sour short. She has 4 completed damage items: the Lord Dom's Collector,
This is looking like game.
Infinity Edge, Shield Bow, and a stopwatch, helping her survive a little bit longer in the team fight.
Are you gonna walk into the trap?
All of DSK here in bot lane, and it's a 1v3. It's a 4v3 almost here. No one is rotating over to bot lane. I don't think they want to.
Yeah, I don't think they want.
I don't think they want another team fight.
They do need to be careful though, as
I think they want to.
there's a Baron on the Ornn, so he looks to split push really enter the map.
Ornn can 1v Baron. So,
Oh, yeah,
I just
I think Ornn can 1v1 anyone right now. Ornn can 1v4 the other team.
while in Nexus.
Yeah.
Yeah. While yeah.
I don't even think his shield would get popped
By the spawn.
by the Nexus.
The spawn does.
Look at his
Spawn
HP
does, yeah.
bar right now. That is absolutely mental. Ornn pushing in the top wave as the rest of Darkside Knights looks to push in the bottom. They have
This
super.
split push has been working out
The
really
split
well.
push has been huge, and I mean, look at how much chunk this Ahri is taking now from the Samira. She is incredibly scary, really hard to kill.
This
Will
is-
have a completed
they have to
and
commit
they're
3
trying
people
to
to them. What do they
1v3
do?
Ornn, but they're doing literally no
This
damage.
is the same thing as Gwen last night, right?
Yep.
When your top laner requires 3
People, yeah.
three of your champions to even have a hope of killing him.
Yeah. You just absolutely cannot play the game. It's so much pressure being drawn from this.
It's like
Ornn.
having 3 more people on your team.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. And
no.
Ornn looking to split push, drawing pressure, looking to take this inhibitor as they just take all of the the Mythril Black jungle and
One
really
inhibitor.
look to choke them out. They're gonna now reset for items as they look to
This is
make their
crazy.
final push, perhaps end the game.
This they're gonna go pick up some buffs and jungle a bit for some reason. Don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
One
You
point
know.
was the blue buff he activated.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No one. It doesn't matter.
More time for the Orange Show, and
Yeah.
Samira completing that Guardian Angel is going to be stronger for the next fight.
Yep.
Even harder to kill. Now they have to kill her twice. There is like literally 8 champions on the side of Darkside Knights. Ornn is 3 champions. Samira has Guardian Angel. What do you do? It's so sad.
Oh no.
All right. Outer Dragon spawning in 1:45.
I'd say that most likely Ornn could probably 1v3.
Yeah, for sure.
Depending on who it is. If it's
Yeah.
like Set, if any of the 3 of them include Set, it's it.
Yeah.
Probably 1v3 here. Set is not doing a very good job at neutralizing this Ornn.
No.
Although
Very
I mean,
interesting.
still the stat line is not reflecting that at all.
Yeah.
If you look at it, but
Yeah,
The CS. The CS.
yeah. The CS is huge. So, but with that,
more
with
than
that being said,
100 CS lead. That's
with that being said, this game has gone on so long. This goal deficit really
That's what I was
doesn't
just
matter.
gonna say. I
Everyone is
feel like
No.
it's
about
gonna
at
come down to how
completed
they
items.
close
from
the
the
game.
from
Yep.
the look of the gold lead. You know, they're both at 2.5k.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter too much as everyone is just about level 18 and completed items, so it really just comes down to how this team fight is played. Ornn with a huge engage though. Alistair on the backline flank into a huge wombo combo.
play.
Orianna, oh, such a good flank from Alistair, and Ornn is so much damage now coming onto the side of Mythril Black.
Ornn's
Samira
also-
shredding everyone as she
The Guardian
flashes
Angel goes
over
down.
the wall, sets down, Graves is down,
That's
Mythril
GG.
Black is down. That is a team fight.
Oh.
Wipe nearly. Ari barely able to limp out with her
I think Ornn
ultimate.
can just tank this.
But Darkside
this
Knights,
I don't know why they're going to the minions.
such a good engage. I mean, Alistair, I think the MVP of that team fight, that flank over the wall, the Hex Flashes have been so good this game. So sneaky, over the wall, able to come in from behind and just...
The second inhibitor goes down. As the second inhibitor goes down, you
Yeah.
got to know what's
Look at, I don't
going
even think he's
down.
going to have a shield. Like, look
It's
at,
down.
he's just tanking the
In the
turret.
VC.
He's taking
of
no
Mythril
damage.
Black here.
That's insane. This champion is mental.
What happens now?
It's an Ornn
Where
dip.
do you go from here?
Darkside Knights taking game 1.
You know
huge
they're
battle.
banning Ornn.
Yeah,
There's
Ornn
no
is
way.
they're just going to use all 5
Come on
bans
now.
on Ornn.
I think
That's what happens
I
here.
think- you
It's
know
a
what?
Darkside Knights. I don't even know what to
I'm
say about
thinking-
this
I'm
game.
thinking here
Darkside
that-
Knights.
I'm now thinking that it's a permaban for them now.
Yeah.
This is PTSD.
Yep.
It's not happening.
Yep.
Ornn MVP.
Ornn MVP for sure.
That's all I
Don't
can
ever give Ornn to Darkside Knights. But with that being said, really solid play on the side of everyone from Darkside Knights. That
That's
bot
great.
lane 2v2 was huge. I mean, they were just 2v2 killing Mythril Black's bot lane on repeat. You know, really
Ooh.
getting so much value
Set
from...
really not being able to do anything. much of anything to this Orin here.
Yep.
Which is not a good look. It's not a good look. Set's got to get his stuff together.
Yep, absolutely. If you're in a matchup like that, you can't be letting so much value going to the Orin
For no reason.
I think.
I wonder if that was the play for them. I wonder if they said, all right.
How much of that was prepared?
Planned. Oh yeah.
No, for sure.
Pretty quiet from the junglers too. I feel like a lot of this was solo laner action, just outplaying the other laners. Not really a lot of.
I think neither. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. I think Graves was weird there. Like he had so much room to just free farm and scale up. I feel like maybe he tried to force things too early there. It was a bit odd that he went for that mid play. I think that mid play going to the side of Darkside Knights made it really hard for Graves to play the game. And Ahri, I would have liked to see her roam a lot more and help snowball things one way or the other. She had some solo kills onto the Orianna, which was good, but Orianna is such a minor part of Darkside Knights comp. It's just really a wave clear champion and an ultimate for team fights. So it doesn't really matter if she's getting down a little bit. She's okay with that. Once she gets items, she's still going to hurt. That ultimate is still going to be really strong. She doesn't need to be fed.
No.
But the Samira and the Alistar were just 2v2ing Misfortune and Rel on repeat. So, I said the Samira pick, I thought it was a little bit greedy. I think Samira is a tough champion to play. They proved me wrong. They played
AD carry did not
so well.
The AD carry, Misfortune not being able to
play the game. I mean, I don't think she played the game.
I don't think give her 30 seconds against Ornn. I don't think she gets him back.
No, I don't think she's
I don't think Ornn is at half health there.
I think she dies it.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think she gets to play the game either.
No.
But with that being said, we're going to be moving into game 2 shortly. We should have an interview coming up.
We should.
Also, though, on the Swag Life site now we have merch for the 2 teams tonight. So
Crazy.
if you want to rep your 2 favorite teams, if you want to rep Orin Gaming, which I think they should change their name to,
you know what? That's a great
pick up
name.
a shirt for Darkside Knights.
Darkside Knight, DSK. The fact that they were able to control the game like that.
With Orin.
That's crazy. It's the link to the merch is under the donate button, which you would have figured out, to be honest.
Yeah.
You would have figured it out.
Our
If you
viewers are
wanted.
smart. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They know how to operate Twitch.
There's a couple chat messages, saying, all right, well, Mythril Black loves losing the first game to increase tension. I don't think that's the case here. That wasn't a very tension-filled game.
Yeah.
I would that make it close.
Yeah.
Like, if that's your play, make it close. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
They had a ray of hope for a moment there at the dragon fight, but then quickly stomped back out.
Yeah, and well, the dragon fight, I think, so the first dragon fight was weird because that's actually, I think, in a weird way, the pivotal point of the game, because that's when Orin got the top lane inner turret. And I think that was actually a really good trade on the side of the Darkside Knights. They know that they have
Orin
2
played
dragons.
off, a lot.
Yeah.
Off of team fights,
Yeah,
off of
yeah.
objectives.
He was
all the
almost
time.
not with his team for the whole
He didn't need to be.
game.
He
No,
is
he
the team.
didn't.
He is the team.
I agree, and I think that was a really good call. Really smart. They know that they have 2 dragons early. They know that they're playing the scale. They're totally fine just saying, we're going to give 3rd dragon. It doesn't matter. We're not going to flip it. We're going to take your inner turret, and the set has to TP top to respond. So now that they're going into the next 5 minutes knowing they have 2 TP advantages, an inner turret top lane, and a scaling Samira who is like 5-0. So how do you play the game?
They don't care about the objective. The objective is the front
Yeah.
to then get Orin into that position
Yeah.
where they can make those trades, and at that point, Inferno Dragon doesn't matter, and Earth Dragon, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't play it that way for Baron because they won both Barons
Yeah.
that they wanted
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Star play.
it's
yeah.
an
Darkside
amazing
Knights
win.
playing that.
Regardless, it's an amazing win by DSK.
Yep, and like Theo said, a
Ugh.
little bit of a shining spot in that team fight win from Mythril Black. They did play it well. They were able to shut down the Ahri and the Samira really early on. But moving forward after that fight, I think Darkside Knights did a really good job of identifying what they needed to fix, what they needed to change. The Samira's positioning was much better. The Orianna was a lot better. 2 really big shockwaves there, and such a good job of tracking that Ahri. They knew that the Ahri flanks were going to be the only way that they lost a dragon fight. The Orin always tracking that. So such a good play from the Darkside Knights. I mean, I think every player on that team playing that mid-late game exceptionally well. Team fights were fantastic. I mean, Orange tracking the Ahri, the Alistar just countering every single engage tool that Mythril Black has, canceling the Rel engage, stopping the set from getting forward.
Saw your comment.
Fantastic.
Looks like we
All
got
right.
Dark in the chat for interview.
Yep. We have Dark here for the interview,
Oh,
representing the Dark Side Knights.
can you hear it?
Hello.
Makes sense.
Hello.
Hey, Dark.
Hello.
Hey, Dark.
How-
How are you
how's it
doing?
going, guys?
It is going well.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Good, man.
This may
Good.
be an incredibly stupid question.
Mhm.
Which player are you for the Dark Side Knights?
It just
I
says
am
Dark.
I am the Alistar, not so dark.
Hell yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So is the team named after you?
Well, it is my team, but
Oh,
okay.
I think the first iteration of the team decided on the name Knights, right? And the org is the dark side, so it's a dark
Okay.
side knight. So it's
Look at that.
DSG in like dark side Knights, right?
Sure, makes sense. All coming together. So I'm a support main myself. I love exciting 2v2 volatile bot lanes. Alistar Samira is an aggressive lane. When you pick that lane, you're saying like we're gonna run you over, and we know that, so we're gonna pick Samira because
Why not?
it's fun.
Because
Well-
it's a fun game.
Well, that was
talk me through those picks.
that was the idea behind picking Samira role, because they if you look at our AD carry with WG, he mostly plays Zaya Ashe, and that was banned 1-2, right? So we had this idea of picking Samira because he has played a little bit of it. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's gonna get banned next game, but we played Samira, and I already play Alistar. I'm an AD carry main, and I'm
Ah,
up to like support now. So
Yeah.
Alistar is one of those easy supports that can just
Yeah.
go in, can
That's true,
do
yeah.
his thing in this not die basically.
It's an
And that was
active
my
support,
whole
though,
point. Yeah, and Samira Alistar is like really explosive. Once I
Yep.
go in, it's guaranteed kill, right? If you saw the game, obviously you
Yeah.
saw the game. For people who who target, if you saw the game, you saw like how I waited for long enough for Rel and Misfortune to be like just in place, so I could go in with my ignite, and this like Samira just rolls over them because they have nothing to stop her, right? If they had Leona or something, maybe that's like
Yeah.
a different story.
Oh, for sure.
But
yeah.
it didn't work out.
Yeah, and I mean the Alistar is such a good pick into the
Alistar's
realm.
a
Like
great
you said, you can pretty much cancel every part of her kit.
Mm.
Super hard for her to play the game. So moving past the laning phase, which you guys played, exceptionally
Amazing,
well.
yeah.
Got so many 2v2
Especially top
kills.
lane.
Your team fighting. I mean, your team fighting is still really scary, and I think there's a lot of really important kind of execution parts. Like you need to be canceling the row engage, or needs
Yeah.
to be tracking the Ahri. So there's a lot going on there, right, for you guys. How does your communication work in those kind of stressful team fights with a lot of moving parts that change the game potentially?
Well, the set pick in itself is like one of those picks where if you have tanks, your team gets like countered automatically because he just
Mhm.
throws you in like in
Yeah.
your team,
Yeah.
right? So it's really hard to play around it. Like we tried our best. We were the comms were pretty okay for the most
Yeah.
part. We were always like talking about what we wanted to do in events and how we want to do it, but
Mm.
it's like at the end of the day it comes down to execution. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
I think we did okay. I
Yeah.
look forward to the game too, and I hope we can do much better because that was honestly a really good game. But
Yeah.
that went like
It was a
15
great game.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 15-minute game, and
It
I'm
was
like,
even. yeah.
all right, yeah, it was even for the most part, unless like you don't count the bot lane, because I don't think the bot lane got to play the game, right?
Or the
Because
top lane.
did not.
Or the
the
or
Samira Alistar weren't able to like do like the Samira Alistar just stopped Misfortune
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, and they weren't able to like do anything except for the Misfortune ultimates, which I will give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Some of those ultimates were really like
Yeah.
annoying for
Fight
us because
changing, yeah.
yeah, fight changing ultimates. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the Ornn pick was insane. I don't think anyone from here was expecting the Ornn to be quite the
Yeah.
split push
There
menace.
was definitely a sleeper pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was
So-
a huge
Yeah,
sleeper pick.
yep.
Was that part of your game plan when you guys picked Ornn? Was it like we're gonna have Ornn split push, or was that kind of an in-game adaptation that you guys made based on the game state? Because you had 2 early dragons, you opted to trade Dragon 3 for a top lane inner. How much of that was something that you were kind of changing on the fly?
It was mostly on the fly. The Ornn
Mhm.
pick in itself might I will say with my top lane is kind of cracked. You can put him on whatever you want, and he
Yeah.
does. He shows up to play the game, and he plays the game as he sees fit. So most of the times when we're making decisions of giving up a dragon, going for top. All these decisions are made inside the game. There's nothing pre-planned about it, or
Okay.
more or less we can't really pre-plan about it, right? Because
Yeah.
we don't know how the game set's going to be.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean I'm gonna say top dev for the most part.
Yeah.
my Ornn was
I-
kind of broken there.
The Ornn was just absolutely. The Ornn was mental. I've never seen Ornn 1v9 a game that hard, and I think everyone on your team, to your credit, played really well.
Oh, yeah,
Did their
yeah.
jobs exceptionally well. But
Mhm.
Ornn being that valuable was definitely something I didn't expect.
No.
So, I mean, one final question. Going into game 2, how do you guys think, what's your strong point going into game 2? How do you feel about that? What do you think you guys do well to counter Mythril Black?
I think from what I was able to identify in the game, our laning phase was good, right? We also have to like do a little better on laning phase, but I think that was our strongest part, and we all did pretty nice. And you see how Ornn was like up in CS throughout the game, even when he was like getting a little pressured. So like we definitely want to keep our strengths where they are, and we'll just like try to make changes where we see fit, right? Like if we want to take Ornn again, maybe they want to ban it. So it's all up in there. We don't really know. If we don't know, how will they know, right? So
yeah, for sure. Well, Dark, I appreciate your time. Thank
you
you for stopping by. Thank you for the interview. We look forward to watching you all in game 2. Mythril Black versus the Dark Side Knights. Take care.
For sure.
Good luck.
Thanks for having me. Have a good time, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
That was, wow. That was a game.
That was a game.
And the fact that, they were crediting a lot of it to bot lane. I think they know that top lane that's not gonna happen again. I think they know that.
Yeah.
I think they know that Mythril Black is gonna say, all right, well.
Yeah, you're definitely not getting the Ornn.
No, you're not getting the Ornn. And if you have another stupid pick like that, good luck to everyone else. Because if you have to dedicate 2 bans
to your top lane
every single game,
yeah,
what do you do?
So yeah, definitely, and it's interesting to see because now they're going to be switching sides. Can they afford to double ban AD? Right?
I don't think so.
Like I don't think banning Ashe and Xayah is worth it when you have so many power picks coming from the top.
I think maybe you ban Ashe.
Yeah.
But then you can run Jinx.
Yeah, then
you can run Jinx with that
Jinx,
setup.
then you have Xayah.
Jinx
there's
Xayah.
so many...
That's still a viable thing, right? Because now you have to ban on, right? If you don't, they're gonna run through you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like realistic, you either have to say to the set player, listen, we need you to step up here. We need you to handle this top lane.
Yeah.
We'll see the first ban coming out in a second. It's not gonna be Ornn.
Well, that is
it's Dark Side, right?
Dark Side. So they're, I would get rid of Cassiopeia.
Which makes sense.
Makes sense.
It's a good man.
They're still banning Xayah. Yeah, I would be surprised if there's still the amount of AD carry bans that there was in the first game.
Jinx is banned.
Jinx is banned.
So now they don't have to ban. Oh, well, they can just ban Xayah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't play. Maybe they don't play the Jinx.
Maybe not.
Because it's a bit weird for me to see a blue side Jinx ban. I mean, I think Jinx is a really good first pick here. Graves coming out of the side of Mythril Black.
It's a good ban.
So yeah, they don't want the Graves first pick. They did play it that game, and they play it in 2 lanes.
They played it well.
I think the Graves was pretty good. Yeah. And
however, it's just
same bans.
It's gonna take 95 million auto attacks just to manage, to pop the shield on the.
And you know what they're thinking right now? Do we ban Ornn?
You have to.
Do we ban another AD carries?
You have to.
No, it's Ornn or Malphite, dude.
Ornn or Malphite, that's true. So we'll see.
It might be Alistar. There's no Ornn ban. Which
I mean, honestly, IMO the Alistar was more game-changing.
The Alistar
to
was really
the
good.
Beginning.
Yeah,
the Ornn sealed the deal, but I think they would have won regardless of whoever their top laner was.
So with Alistar getting banned out, I think for me it signals a Rel pick going back. They're gonna go with the first pick Ashe, a comfort pick for the Dark Side Knights bot lane. I'm not sure I love the way they're drafting this. I maybe would have liked to see Jinx get left open and possibly first pick, but maybe they don't play it. I think a Rel comes in here. They're banning the counter of Alistar that didn't want to play into that.
We'll see,
Rel really strong into Ashe and immobile way to carry a lot of engage from Rel. So we'll see what they do. They opt for Lucian.
That's a solid pick. We'll see how it plays out. The Ashe Lucian.
The matchup,
yeah, the matchup for there.
Strong jungle pick.
Definitely strong jungle pick there. We'll see what the jungle pick is on this side.
Yep.
Maybe they go for like a Kha'Zix.
Maybe a Kha'Zix, could be a Kha'Zix. I mean, again, Ornn's still open.
Hopefully a Rengar bait. Hopefully it's a Rengar bait.
Do you think the Rengar bait? I want to see someone lock in Rengar.
Ooh.
Rengar is a cool champion. Diana. Could be Diana Yasuo. Diana getting locked in. A jungler that nowadays likes to play a lot. I think Diana is an awesome champion. It's good into Lucian. A low range AD carry. Has to walk up to do damage. You have the Ashe arrow for pick. I think Diana, good pick. What they pair it with here.
We're still yet to see, correct me if I'm wrong, we're still yet to see a Lee Sin jungle.
Yeah, I don't
Here,
think there's been a
in
Lee
the
Sin on
series,
stream.
in-
I don't think
in-
there's been a Lee Sin on stream.
Not yet. Which, you know, super high skill floor, right?
Yeah,
And
I always love,
ridiculously high
I
skill.
always love seeing Lee Sin. I think
see what
he's a
happens.
really
Leona?
strong champion if played well.
Leona, that's an interesting pick.
Yep, I think the Leona Ashe is really good again.
Oh,
It's
it's
a-
classic.
so much CC. It's a classic bot lane. Yeah, like you said.
Yep.
A lot of engage, a lot of lockdown, and good into the Lucian. Again, it's a low range AD carry, and they're gonna do Lucian Nami. So a really strong 2v2 pairing on the side of Mythril Black. You know, the Nami Lucian. Again, classic 2v2. A lot of power in the bot lane, a lot of kill pressure, but Nami, a really squishy champion, needs to be careful of just getting CC'd by the Leona because she'll get
Yep.
one shot.
Yep.
You know.
They're basically gonna be recalling together.
Yeah.
For sure, because you know, there's not a whole lot she can do in that.
Yep.
There's no flash on jungle. They're opting for
True.
dash,
That'll-
which is
All right, so
You
they're
know-
banning away the Yasuo to try to, I think, deny the Yasuo
Yeah,
Diana combo, which
Mhm.
makes sense, and then set
Huge.
on the side of Darkside Knights, getting rid of that
Yeah.
pick, and there it is. There's the Ornn. They're not gonna
Yeah.
let him get Ornn two
no,
games
that,
in a row.
That would be ridiculous.
Yep.
Honestly, that would be a little bit weird.
Oh my goodness, and there's something coming on the
Oh,
screen.
what is that? Is that a teddy bear?
It is a teddy bear.
Is that a teddy Ornn? Teddy Ornn. We're all Yasuo. Yeah, we are all Yasuo mains, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's another teddy bear.
So the Ahri's out. I think the Ahri was really strong in lane. The Ahri ban, I think is pretty good. I think it was hard for the Orianna to deal with. I think she was able to get some solo kills, which was really valuable for the side of Mythril Black.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And they're just gonna pick the Corki on
Where's the
R4.
Corki? That's-
Corki, a really strong scaling champion. I like the Corki.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see him coming definitely in late game if he can get a good start.
Yep.
Oh, fan service. Fan service Zed.
Zed.
Fan service
Will it be
Zed.
a Zed?
It will
It's
be
a Zed. Oh my goodness,
I
Zed.
love Zed.
Hype pick. I really like
Love
the Zed
Zed.
pick here. So much
Shadow the
confidence.
assassin. He's so cool.
And Shen.
The Shen. There's no way. There's no way.
Timo.
No, don't go Timo. No,
Get our
please.
hopes up, perhaps. Timo.
Please, no.
Being hovered 10 seconds. I think it's gonna be a
It's
Shen.
the Shen. It's the Shen.
Shen makes a lot more sense.
Shen. Shen and Zed and Diana. A lot
Uh-oh.
of the biggest
Tai is
Wow.
just disappearing.
invisibility cloak. Love that.
He's just a little ahead.
It's crazy. Yeah. No. Three of the most hyped characters in this game on the dark side, in my opinion. You know, Diana, Zed, and Shen. I love that
Yeah.
in the jungle.
And there's the Malphite. So Malphite on the side of
Malphite.
Mythril Black.
We'll see if he locks it. He does lock
He
it.
does lock it. in.
Zed. Wow. What are you expecting from Zed here? What are you expecting?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Zed obviously has a lot of kill pressure on the
Mm-hmm.
Corki, and that's why they're picking it. I actually do think it's pretty decent into the Lucian Nami too. Two really kind of
is.
squishy champion. Nami super squishy. Lucian is low range.
It's
So I think the Zed pick is actually quite good.
I think it's a good pick.
In comps, you'd pick Zed. I think
Yeah.
there's not a lot of comps I'd pick Zed in, but if I were to pick Zed, I think this one makes sense. On the other side, though, you have Malphite.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Ash
that's
is
not-
very immobile.
It's really not a squishy pick for Malphite. You can't burst
You,
it down
you
with
can't
Zed.
burst it,
You
yeah,
can't do it.
exactly.
Also, what's interesting is Zed just a counter pick to Corki? Because
We'll see.
looking at you know everyone that they had except Malphite, that was a strong counter pick for every single person
Yeah.
there. We'll see. It might just be a counter pick. Let's hope not.
Yeah,
Because-
I guess we'll see. I mean, I
We'll
think
see.
I feel like Zed does quite well into this matchup. You know, obviously I think Corki's scaling is really strong. Oh my goodness, and the rest
I'm back.
the rest of Tai is back for a little bit. But you know, we have the Malphite. Theo, what do you think about the Malphite? I mean, the real prediction here is, does Malphite get to ult the AD carry 16 times?
Let's hope. Let's hope. Because that would be hype. It'd be really hype. It'd be cool.
Yep. Theo maybe getting dropped.
The Zed, honestly, he's a super hype character. He's, in my opinion, the most hype character. Not my
Yep.
favorite character, but the most hype.
He's a hype character. I agree. I
Um,
mean, I like seeing exciting champions. Zed's an exciting champion. And we'll be getting onto the Rift in a little bit. We're just going to take a quick break as we load into the game, though.
Yes.
We will be
Back
right back. Don't
with
go
an ad
anywhere. We
break.
have Game 2 action, Mythril Blast,
Watch the ads.
Darkside
We get-
Knights.
we get-
Watch the ads.
We get money. That's crazy.
Yep. We'll
Wow.
be right All right, and
We're back.
welcome back to Game 2, Mythril Black, the Dark Side Knights. Exciting Game 1. Hopefully an exciting Game 2. Hopefully there'll be a Game 3. I have my Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is the
Swag
way.
Life Series Edition.
It's actually purple Dew.
It's purple Mountain
If you're
Dew.
looking at it, it's Swag Life Dew. We're out there, Mountain
Yeah,
Dew.
yeah,
For you,
absolutely.
for you.
If you're watching, sponsor us, maybe, or don't.
Maybe.
But either way, Game 2. We're on to the Rift.
Game 2.
Mythril Black, Dark Side
Exciting.
Knights. So many exciting
Five
picks
out
here.
regular.
Zed.
Yeah, is Zed gonna go for an early pick? Zed's no. Well, Shen's chilling in top, not gonna contest jungle for Malphite. Malphite could maybe make a run for a couple of dungeon monsters in there's Diana already recalling. Looks like for some reason.
Diana warding top
Maybe-
side,
maybe
probably
not
walking
even-
bottom. Maybe
You think
getting a
they-
sweeper? Is getting. Yeah.
Malphite's jungle side is completely open.
Yep.
Top jungle.
That is true. So-
And that's where the enemy jungle is. We'll see what happens. Still has no flash, which is weird. You don't
Yeah.
see that on many champions.
Yeah, so I mean, Hector, I'm definitely really liking that Ghost. The speed is good. It helps with his passive and
Mhm.
helps him get around and eat people into his team.
And Smite required, obviously, for all jungle matchup.
That is true.
Um,
Smite is a required summoner spell for the junglers. All right, and the junglers this game, starting on opposite sides of the map, they'll be pathing away. Hecarim looking to pass to the bot side. I think that he really wants to snowball that bot lane 2v2. He has the Lucian, has the Nami. Both champions
there's a
that
little bit
really
of
want to get
a
ahead.
little bit
of
of action going on, in the jungle. Malphite looking like, he's gonna wanna pull a surprise attack. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's missing
looking
top
back.
lane. He just got back. He was helping hack. No.
Pings in the top lane, so they weren't sure where the Malphite was. Now they
Malphite
know-
is gonna, a little bit of trading going on. Mid lane already looking for DSK.
Yeah.
A lot of, he's a snowballing character, Corky.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The way the trading is going already, you can see DSK is confident.
Right.
They're not backing down.
Bot lane might be exciting as Darkside Knights are going to hit level 2 first. Nami needs to be careful. This is the minion that dings them too. Will Leona go aggressive? She has both abilities. She's going to E on to the Lucian. Q
Ooh.
comes down. Lucian needs to be careful.
This is
He's
first
just
blood
dead.
here.
This is first blood.
This is first
Another
blood.
2v2 kill onto the
Naomi
side.
is alone, and she's gonna have to recall. She can't do much here.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to CS as much as she can. She's getting nothing.
Yeah, and
Nothing.
just, you know,
Not that she's expected to get anything.
yeah, no, for sure. But just poor bot lane fundamentals on the side of Mythril Black. You know that they're going to hit 2 off that minion. You can't be playing that far up.
Especially with a champion, that DSK is so comfortable on with the Ashe.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
They're
and
comfortable
yeah.
on the Ashe pick. They're comfortable on the Leona pick. They know how to play this 2v2. Lucian not respecting that enough. Doesn't even use a summoner spell. He just opts to die. Still has the flash. Still has the heal.
I think that's a smart play though.
Yeah, I think towards the end,
I think
blowing flash
had he
isn't
flash.
that useful.
Yeah.
Maybe using a heal though.
I think that's maybe he goes down anyway though, because
Yeah,
Naomi
for
was not in the position there. To,
No, Nami not able to do too much to help. But either way, Lucian first
Corky
blood.
did not start with the E apparently. Ooh. Well, we're past that now. Whatever.
Yeah, he's level 4 now. He has all of his abilities. But
Still.
huge kill. I mean, another 2v2 kill onto the side of Darkside Knights. Their bot lane is absolutely killing it this series. That's what I like to see.
I'm gonna look for a gank.
Diana coming mid. Corky is actually
Heck going
W'ing
mid as
into
well.
the blue turret. Hecarim coming to help
Hecarim-
out his
oh, the
mid
flash
laner.
goes down.
Corky's going to flash, and they're both going to turn on the Hecarim together.
Ooh,
They need to be a
got
little bit
torched.
careful, but it looks like that will be
He is
about
open
the
turret.
end of it.
Some good trades. Corky might have to,
Yeah,
go
Corky
back.
walking around safely, and it looks like Diana is just going to help the Zed crash the wave, maybe get a recall off,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
nothing's
yeah.
too much more.
Bot lane
will
poking
come
still
from that.
going on, and the ward goes down. Vision immediately destroyed.
Yep.
Not much bot.
And,
Bot
I mean,
is always gonna go DSK's way.
but Fish in the top is just a monster. Look at the CS right now. 30 CS to 13.
Lord, no.
And the wave is
Shen.
pushing away from the Malphite. He's going to
a little bit of
no mana on the
he's gonna
Malphite.
dive the turret. Malphite
Huge.
not falling back all the way.
Nope.
As to not,
Huge.
even though he has minion advantage right now. He had
Yeah.
minion advantage and he did not push, which is
Yeah, and
Wait,
it's,
wasn't
it's just a horror in the top lane. The wave is pushing away from the Malphite.
Mm.
He's already down more than 15 CS.
we thought that was a good pick. We thought Malphite was a good. Well,
Yeah.
at least I thought that Malphite was going to be able to hold up a little bit better than
Yeah.
Zed, but
but
Not the case.
not able to do that.
No.
And Fish is just proving his power right now in the top lane. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. Such a solid laner,
Huge.
able to punish the mistakes by Garwood. Just really solid play coming out here. Darkside Knights, big advantage right now, up more than 1,000 gold. And bot lane 2 is just a horror as well.
Only 5 minutes into the game, DSK is looking extremely strong.
Yeah, 11.
They got a strong 80 carry.
Yeah.
That design, experience, gold, everything.
And look at this, bot lane is just frozen. 14 CS lead for Ashe here.
A little bit of a gank going on bot lane, but
Shen taunting, and jungler is looking like they're matching each other in the bot lane. And Shen's
Malphite
looking
not
to
gonna
fight
do
this
enough
Malphite.
damage.
He doesn't care. He's not letting Malphite have anything for free. Looking to just trade him. He has TP up still looking for a recall, so he's just trying to get as much chunk as he can before he recalls. Needs to be careful about the Malphite level 6 and getting all in with the ultimate, but should be hitting 60 for him, so I don't think he's too worried. Lucian and Nami trying desperately to get this wave crash.
Lucian is getting outranged so hard.
Yep. And
he goes in, poke with the E. He goes in, poke.
Yep, and that's
he gets
yeah,
poked,
exactly.
and-
That's the downside of that Lucian pick. It's just
Boom.
low range, but the
Ooh.
Malphite over on to
Shen barely escaped
Shen,
with
and
his
he's
life. He
going
might.
to live with 1 HP.
Did
But
he flash? I
he
think
didn't.
flashed.
He did flash. He
did?
flashed out.
Oh, okay.
He
So
flashed out to make sure that I
he
think
flashed,
Malphite
that's-
couldn't get the Q.
That's good.
Oh, needs to be careful though.
He might get
This
dove.
is a really big wave. So,
He might get dove. Yeah.
but on the side on bot lane, Leona's gonna E in bubble good to disengage,
lane.
and Lucian forced the flash and heal. This is a huge wave.
Looks like the
that
Shen is gonna recall.
Does not want to miss though. He doesn't want to miss all the XP, so he's staying. But this is a bit greedy as Hector comes in.
Shen is gonna go down here.
This is just
Wait.
He doesn't go down. He does go down.
He is-
Eventually, in the end, he'll go down. But
They need to pull a gank away from bot, which is
yeah,
I think it's worth it. You know, because if you're looking Lucian and Naomi getting 0 XP the whole game, they're not getting it. CSing isn't happening, but they're still not getting XP.
yeah,
Lucian again barely being able to CS at all.
yeah. He's 26 to
He's got
50,
26 to 50.
3 CS on the side.
Naomi not having killed a single minion this game quite yet.
Definitely a misplay from the Shen though. Overstayed top, was greedy, should have recalled, had TP, didn't need to do anything
Shen's gonna
crazy.
be able to catch up in CS and gold here if you're looking at 45 to 26. They both recalled.
But Malphite is still down 20 CS. So it's still a gold lead on the side of the Shen. He's still doing really well for himself.
The Shen, a little bit of a misstep, not gonna cost him except for the flash. That flash is big.
Yep, the flash is big, and a kill onto the Hecarim isn't exactly what you want.
We're
But
gonna go down.
Mythril Black still in a good spot, almost a
Shen's
1,000
still
gold lead.
controlling top lane. Malphite's not getting a whole bunch of XP from the minions going down near
No.
him. A little bit of a wave. Shen almost certainly looking here to cannon bait.
Yep.
All
right.
Gonna deny vision here. He does not want that gank to happen again.
Nope.
That was awful.
Especially with no flash. And important to talk about this mid matchup, right? Zed into the Corki. Assuming that the Zed pick is a counter or something, because he did pick the Zed.
Yeah.
But he's not doing too much right now. You know,
Yeah.
they're even in CS.
know.
The Corki is an incredibly good scaling champion.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
crazy.
I'd like to see something going on from the Zed here. Maybe a solo kill. Maybe I spoke too soon as he looks to chunk him out. Corki now completely manaless. That. All right. Getting some
Well,
pizza. What do you got there?
Love pizza.
You can't go wrong with pizza.
You know what, chat? I don't care about you anymore. It's top two of all time. Pizza.
That is true.
Top 2.
All right. Ashe are coming over onto the top of Leona, but Hecarim is here to counter the aggression, and Ashe feared, forced the flash,
Ooh.
forced the heal.
The gank coming in.
Nami flashing forward
but
for the bubble. Good
It's
bubble
not
onto
gonna be
Leona.
enough.
but
Leona
Leona is
tanking.
being
Leona,
wait,
amazing
got
play by Leona.
onto the Hecarim, but
Amazing play by Leona there, going down
too little
4 AD
too
carry.
late. That was a really good disengage on the side of Leona, soaking up so much damage.
So much
and
damage.
stalling for so long.
Leona was really able to draw all the attention and not get Brady killed, which is
Yep.
the main goal.
Really good.
Naomi still sitting on 0 CS. None at all. But Mythril Black coming back heavy in the gold department, coming back heavy in the kills, controlling bot lane now. Malphite still getting out traded, still getting outplayed.
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna need a gank every time
Yeah.
you get a kill on Shen. That's my guess.
And it's looking like more of game 1. He's down 30 CS right now.
He's chasing him. He doesn't want to hit Malphite though because he does have the minion disadvantage
He's
here.
gonna come down.
Out of the vision.
Excuse me.
What is
Malphite
happening?
is incredibly low. Still has the flash, but the wave is pushing away, and it is just a horror in the top lane.
Not worth it for him.
He has 30 CS at 10 minutes. And
Does
this
Chen,
wave throws
you know,
him.
Chen doesn't need
And
the gank,
stunted.
but even if he needed it, he's right there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, chilling. Looks like the gank is gonna come in top though.
Yep.
Um,
He's gonna
this
just
time
go for the crab.
for Mythril Black.
Diana.
We'll see if he decides to gank the solo Shen. Ooh, Zed gonna go in for a little bit of a
Looking
2v1.
for this Hecarim. They
This
know
is-
where he
this
is.
is a
Diana's here too. He has no ghost. Zed,
Yeah,
so much damage.
oh
The
my
ult's gonna
goodness.
come down.
Zed,
He's just dead.
Zed-
Ignite and the pop will
oh.
kill him.
that's amazing. What a
Solo
play.
kill for the
What a play.
Zed.
Zed, if he can burst down
The Hecarim. Yeah.
jungle, then
No.
yeah, Corki is how much he can do.
Great play.
Corki
Sweet
does
as
have a very
pancakes,
slight
Joey.
advantage. Shen not gonna press it, and
Yep.
Shen really, apart from not such a heavy top advantage this game, it's still looking very much so the SK side.
Yeah.
The gold, they've pushed it back up. They're
Yep.
gonna get Rift. Rift is gonna go down for barely anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, Malphite's gonna
But
drop.
Malphite looking like maybe he wants to stop something. He has ultimate
He's not
and
gonna
flash. Hecarim coming back from base Corki package. And
Zed
this is a
still
very
does damage,
scary
still
position
does
if
damage.
you are Darkside
Ooh.
Knights right now. The Corki package coming down. Zed has no ult.
Flash.
Diana's forced the flags away. Blaststone's back
in.
with the
Red
Gen
gets
ultimate
the
on the
lift.
top. So
That's
much
a
damage
steal.
going down. And oh my goodness.
Everyone's dead. Everyone's.
This is so close.
Everyone's dying.
Hecarim killing him, and it's
ESK.
gonna be
ESK is
Mythril
gonna get
Black.
destroyed by Corki.
Yeah.
Corki, they did not focus the right people.
yep. Corki able to free
Corki
hit.
getting away unscathed.
And so much healing from the Hecarim.
Oh, yeah.
Really crazy. Super close fight.
No. Hecarim being forced really, and kind of super getting forced there. Soaking up a lot of damage.
Oh, here we
He
go. Bot
faded.
lane looking like some aggressive. The wave's gonna come down.
Look at that.
Lucian looking to go in onto Leona. Very tanky though. But
Yep.
still a lot of chunk coming out.
The Herald's gonna go down.
Herald
Outer
from
turret.
mid, yep.
Ouchie.
Plates for the Corki, and this is a little bit of a disaster if you are the Darkside Knights right now. Corki picking up kills, picking up plates in the mid lane, picking up a lot of CS. This is a super hard scaling champion and a champion
Corki.
that
Corki's
they picked
playing a-
Zed to try to counter, and the Zed not doing as much
Oh.
as I think Darkside Knights would like right now.
I think that Zed still has time. I think Zed honestly
Diana going in,
had-
go on to the
had DSK.
Hecarim aggressively.
Wow.
Leona
Wow.
eating over the wall. Looking
Another
for
one.
Hecarim. He's so
This-
low. Hecarim struck
Ooh,
down by the ass.
Hecarim.
Huge play, and Diana making it out
Hecarim,
alive. This
no.
jungler.
Zed
Came to
was
play
really low
this
for a
Leona.
second.
I mean, Not So Dark is just smurfing it today, though. What a play on the Leona. Eating over the wall, getting
That's
so
gonna secure dragon.
low, and
which
that
is
is, yeah,
at this stage
that
of the
is
game.
Dragon
Wow.
number 2 for the
Zed-
summit of Darkside Knights.
Sorry, I was saying Zed is looking like he has time. He can shut down the Corki.
Yep.
He in that last fight for Herald didn't focus Corki, which I think would have been super advantageous for him
Yeah,
to do.
I think so.
Malphite
Corki was
looks
doing
like
so
he's
much
gonna
damage.
get bullied even more. Garwood having a difficult game. A
He is
difficult two
having a
games.
difficult game.
And no hate for him.
No.
At all. He's average in the chat. He was
Yep.
Team Cabbage.
It is,
see
I
that
mean,
really
you
gets
know,
us.
it's tough. I mean, Fish is just a monster in the top lane. He's
Yeah.
playing these so well, good CS. You know,
I want to see the Mythril Black and Cabbage go down. I want to see that.
you want to see them play each other.
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. The top lanes on those.
That would be interesting. Are you Darkside Knights or Mythril Black?
I want to say Mythril Black play Cabbage.
That would be interesting. I think the Cabbage Collective,
Cabbage would.
yeah, their jungler is the coach for Mythril Black apparently.
Yeah,
So that would be
yeah.
interesting.
It'd be.
They know each
they would-
other's styles.
They would
right?
stomp though. still, I think it'd be interesting. Fish really playing this game here.
Yeah. Fish is playing so well, drawing so much pressure, and this bot lane. Again, I mean, there's so many things to talk about. If you're the side of Darkside Knights, right? This bot lane is playing exceptionally well.
Oh, yeah.
Ashe is up over 20 CS, 24 CS advantage on the Ashe over the Lucian, and they're picking Lucian Nami to try to shut down some of this bot lane 2v2 aggression from the side Dark Side Knights, but it's not working at all.
Nami now having 2 CS.
Yeah, she's 2 CS.
0 gold, basically. No.
She does have the gold item though. She has a support gold item.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So she's getting some gold there. She has a kill. But still, I mean, Dark Side Knight's bot lane is just playing exceptionally well in game 2 here. Really solid.
Lucian killed us here. Getting destroyed in the CS lane. Lucian was not a good pick. Seeing the Ashe come out and picking a character with such a low range.
Yeah, I think is a.
I'm thinking maybe they wanted the Jinx. I'm thinking maybe they wanted the Jinx banned. It was a panic. Maybe.
Yep, they opted for Lucian. Weren't exactly sure. Ultimate from the gonna come out, followed by the E. Flash by Lucian, and the bubble, good bubble by the Nami to disengage is going to be about the end of it all. Diana going in on the mid 1v2. She can't be doing that.
Diana's. Wow.
Diana going in 1v2 is going to mean another kill over to the Corki. Corki
Zed abandoning a little bit there, but Diana.
I don't think there was too much that Zed could have done. Very sad, but 2-0 Corki now. That's a scary place to be in.
And the CS advantage, not by much, but with the advantage.
A little bit, yeah. A little more than the 10 CS lead.
This is gonna be a difficult game for Zed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Garwood looking to press and then gets queued and decides, and maybe not.
Yeah.
From the amount of damage that Shen is gun.
He's gonna go in. The Malphite needs to be a bit careful. I mean, Malphite has ultimate. I don't think Shen can do this.
Well,
they're just trading blows back and forth, and Shen really just trying to deny the Malphite the ability to crash this wave. Just keep freezing on him. 58 CS for the Malphite compared to the 110 on the side of Shen. So just keeping to pressure them, keeping to deny CS, keep that advantage up.
Looking to gank, not gonna be able to do it. A little bit of waste of time here. We're gonna recall, maybe get some items. Malphite looking like what's going on. Diana
flashing afterwards. Malphite still has all. He's just gonna ult away, but no, the flash taunt from Shen is going to deny Malphite that option, and such a good play.
That was a great play. It was that was an amazing use of flash.
Second
Garwood can take some notes of flash.
Flashing over the wall to taunt the Malphite before he could get the ult off and securing a kill. Beautiful play from the top laner and the jungler of Darkside Knights, punishing that Malphite for being too far up.
Zed getting, quite honestly, destroyed, having to play a character with range, like Corki in mid.
Yep.
Zed, great idea, honestly, right? It's super hype, it might be fan service, right, but very hype, but the melee against the mage character, or the mage-like character, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit tough, and I think maybe he just needs to look for some all-ins. He's playing this super passively.
I think come late game, it'll be different. I think once team fights start to break out, Shen has a lot more, well, not a lot more value than Corki, but more value than the 1v1 against Corki.
Yeah, but Corki's still building really aggressively here. He has the Ravenous Hydra and the Manamune. No real defensive items to stop a Zed all, and I think Zed maybe just playing a little bit too passively, letting the Corki get away with too much, able to just perma-push mid, taking the mid turret before Zed can really have anything to say about it. This Corki though, really scary. 2-0-2 with 149 CS.
They're
just gonna take this dragon. They can't really contest it.
Nope, not too much.
Too many waves pushed, and
Outside not be able to.
Corki gets packaged.
And there it is. There's the dragon goes down. Corki going back to mid. The rest going.
They're just going top. The support roam looking to just deny this Malphite even more off the map. Yep. Malphite really not able to play the game as a 4-man top comes. Zed looking on the Malphite. They know that Malphite has no flash.
It is good baiting by Malphite, but
when they're gonna spawn the Herald, they're just doing this play again. They're looking for the top lane inner, looking to get this gold and just snowball the map even more. Such aggressive play, and this is such a good play from the side of Darkside Knights. They were like, you know what? We have 2 dragons. They're doing it again. We have 2 dragons. We don't care about the 3rd dragon. Instead, we're going to walk top and take your inner turret, and your Malphite's not going to be able to do anything about it. So looking to get punished on the outer side of the map. Diana going in on the Hecarim though. Needs to be a bit careful. Hecarim by himself, but a huge shadow comes in, saving.
Destroys.
The Malphite all over the top is going to hit 2.
Diana still
now,
low.
Lucian able to just put the coin into the back of Shen, but Shen is very tanky, and that is not going to amount to too much at all.
Nope.
And Hecarim goes down for it. Really good play on the side of Darkside Knights. Looks just executing on the other side of the map, countering Mythril Black's plays with plays of their own. Really good cross-map play, and Mythril Black is just not respecting the Darkside Knights right now.
Not at all. No. Corky doing a tremendous amount of damage there. Yeah. I don't know where Mythril Black, almost a 1k gold difference here. An inner turret already being taken. Down objectives. 9 minutes in.
Yep.
Looking like bottom turret could fall, but it's not. It's not
here to catch the wave. Yeah, Zed's here to catch the wave. Ash blocking mid to catch that big wave, getting pushed in by the Corki, and Lucian is playing so far back now. But an inner turret being taken by Corki right here, and they need to do something about this Corki. He is just ramming it down mid and taking all of their turrets. They need to do something and stop that from happening. Counter it somehow, one way or the other.
Corki not roaming at all. I think.
No.
Do you think it'll change? Do you think?
I think it's working quite well for them, right? Corki getting so much CS and just being able to safely push mid with no response. So I think it's not too bad. I think,
Shen,
he doesn't really have to roam.
Shen absolutely destroying Malphite in the CS department once again. Malphite's not getting it. If you're looking at this, again, the stat line doesn't reflect so much, but in terms of dominance, the CS is there.
Yeah, of course, and he's 1, 2, and 2, but he's drawn so much pressure on the map, being able to split push top, ultimate in to team fights. He has to teleport as well, and a little bit of a trap maybe being set in the.
It's honestly a miracle that they're not down more gold than they are, considering Niley has basically she's living off the support item. And not really CSing much at all, neither is Leona though, and being down so much in top lane.
Yeah.
It's kind of remarkable that they're able to keep it kind of close to gold.
Yeah. And I think it's all on the back of Corki right now. He has 183 CS, 2-0 and 2. He's just super strong right now, and still scaling into the late game. So the Corki pick definitely paying off for Mythril Black, and I think it's one of the few shining spots right now. Hecarim strong too, definitely power farming pretty well here as well. And the game hits a little bit of a lull. Both teams just kind of catching waves, not doing anything too crazy.
Cautious to enter any kind of team
and I think
knowing that this is a pivotal part in the game.
It is a pivotal part of the game.
This is mid game heading into early late game.
Yep. And
people are seeing what they get in Baron spawns 2 minutes ago now.
Yep. Baron up and Dragon spawning in a little bit under a minute. The game on a nice edge right now. The gold is still even. Corki is still strong, hitting power spikes.
Wow. And
Dragon, 45 seconds on that. If Darkside Knights is able to claim this Dragon, that will be soul point. Soul point for the side of Darkside Knights is huge. It's a Hex Tech Dragon. Really valuable Dragon for team fights, giving the static shift passive. All right.
Shen is gonna continue to do what he did.
He's
gonna trade objectives. He's gonna trade objectives.
But this game he has the Shen ultimate to come into team fights, and Hecarim caught up a little bit by the Leona.
Wow.
Back line diving is Diana, and Zed looking for the Hecarim too, trying to pick up big Malphite.
Yes,
he's one though. Lucian
going down 80 carry
by the Ashe, and he's able to free hit now. Threading through Mythril Black. Malphite's down. He doesn't even look tanky, and Shen is just saying, "You're not going to do any damage to me. I'm Shen.
I'm Shen.
I'm Fish.
Who do you think you are?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm Fish. I don't care. Ban my Ornn. I'll play Shen. It doesn't matter. You can't.
Who would have thought that Shen would have been not comparable to Ornn in terms of tankiness, but in the same seeing Ornn
close enough
in the rear view,
they're on the same road.
Ornn would be able to see him in the back, in
the rear view mirror. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Absolutely.
You could look back and go, hey,
there's Shen back there.
Yeah.
He's still up, almost, he's 100 PS on his top laner.
This top lane is going horribly.
It's a bit tough on the side of Mythril Black for sure. Huge team fight win right there for Darkside Knights. They're up 3 dragons. They're on soul point now and up 3k gold. And I think Diana is just running it down a little bit. Does not need to go for the Raptor.
Diana is making a lot of misplays.
Yep.
Selling.
Raptor camp, not worth it. Not worth dying for.
Nope.
They had so much value there. They take the bot lane inner. They didn't have to do anything crazy. I mean, really at this point, I think she just has to play
conservatively.
Conservatively, yeah.
Just to not have random death.
Yep,
Like we
absolutely.
just saw. I don't think the jungle is gonna come much into play about this, right? I think it's gonna be mostly the Corki in top lane.
Yep.
I think honestly, AD carry is now getting out damaged tremendously, right? By the Lucian, or sorry,
By the out,
by,
yeah.
by the Corki, and Lucian not really gonna have much of an impact on these fights, except for maybe his ultimate.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Ashe is just pumping out so much damage right now, and the Lucian's not able to do much. But this Baron, maybe a really good call. There's no wards on it for the side of Darkside Knights. Will they expect this to happen? There's no people from Mythril Black on waves right now.
To go in.
And Leona checking it out.
Okay.
Zed here.
Diana
two
going.
out. W going down a huge chunk onto the Nami. Diana's here looking to go for the steal. Nami just dies right off the start.
If he
Big
gets this,
Diana
we'll
all over
redeem
the
him.
top, and Diana stealing the Baron, and it's
That's
just
like-
all Darkside Knights right now. This is a
Darkside Knights
3v5
steals.
fight,
That-
and they wiped
That
it.
wipes clean Diana's kill. That wipes clean all of Diana's mistakes. That was an amazing steal.
Yeah, huge
The ace
Baron
coming out.
steal. And I think
Everyone's dead. It's a
Right.
Baron. That's a game.
that is
That's
such a
looking like game.
big-
That's gonna be one, maybe two if we're looking at Shen bot inner turrets, and that could be a turning point. That right. Honestly, Mythril Black just kept it close in the last game up to this point.
Yeah,
However, that Baron steal was insane. That's an insane
yeah,
Baron
such
steal.
a good Baron steal by Diana. I think
Out of
Mythril
nowhere,
Black,
knock,
yeah.
knock.
I think-
It's the air support.
Mythril Black getting a
GG.
little bit scared of the game, and they thought
Oh,
they had to do something kind of crazy.
Maybe
they looked
even
to start up
maybe
the
even
Baron.
inhib
But
goes
it
down,
gets
and
punished.
maybe an inhib.
Yeah, inhibitor turret,
Oh,
inhibitor going down. Shen still pushing bot
Mythril
lane.
Black and knowing, just smacking their heads against their desk here. Ugh. They have time to do it. with the
Yeah,
kill.
a little bit of a risky Baron call, but they had to do something. The game was just starting to spiral out of control, but right now, Darkside Knights are in such an advantageous position. They're on soul point. They have Baron. They have a super strong Diana, a super strong Ashe, and this Lucian pick is...
It's like not going well.
The Lucian pick is not going well, and
Not at all.
Kai is growing a little bit.
a little bit, tiny bit. You saw yesterday with Chase.
I did see it.
Slightly taller.
Yeah, he's still.
I can't do that to you. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Making
I
it look
just
bad on
I
the screen.
saw a tall legend jewel. And I
Yeah.
said, ah.
You had to put me in my place a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. No, I will. Not you, him.
True.
Yep.
Anywho, back to the game. Big lead on the side
lead.
of Darkside Knights. They're up more than 6k gold, about 6.5, 15 to 11 in kills, and they have their soul coming up in a little bit over a minute right now. Ashe is looking to take that red buff, farm up, get as many items, as many levels as they can before this dragon fight, which I think really decides the game for the side of Darkside Knights.
I
If
think
they're able to win this, they're probably able to end on that.
I
But
think, yeah, I agree.
with that being said, a good team fight from Mythril Black puts them right back in it. They're able to catch all the
Maybe-
XP on the mid lane inhibitor.
They're able, yeah.
And Corki is scaling, so that's really big if they're able to somehow get a team fight win in this dragon.
Yeah.
area right
The Lucian pick is selling a little bit there. Lucian,
Yeah.
maybe they go for maybe Jinx isn't bad. They pick Jinx. Maybe
Yeah, maybe it goes a little bit differently.
Maybe
But,
it's Mythril
I mean,
Black,
I
but-
think Darkside Knights bot lane just playing exceptionally well both games. More of the same here. 2v2 killing straight up at level 2 is just exceptional play. Ashe arrow into the Diana. Hecarim is caught by himself, and the
Nice.
Zeddo over the top. Is this going to mean a dead jungler right before
that's-
Dragon spawns? Huge pick on the side
That might
of
be it.
Darkside Knights.
that could be a
should
dragon, and
almost
that might be the game.
definitely secure their Dragon Soul.
Oh, yeah.
Really smart play, and Hecarim just being greedy right there. You don't have to be up in the lane
the
pushing.
last turn.
Those super minions are going to push into
He
your
lost
base.
both his ult and his life.
Yep.
Not his flash. He still got it. He's
Okay, it's Ghost.
oh right.
No flash.
So no flash. So
So I guess he did lose his flash
so he hasn't.
in Champion Select. But
Yes. Wow.
Dragon being
Oh,
taken
no.
down. Now it is a soul to the side of Darkside Knights, and this is such...
There are so
Huge
many. There's so many
position for
outplays and misplays going on in this game.
It is a crazy game.
It's been. I think you can talk to both teams. They're gonna say, "Oh man, this is not a great game," but BSK just pulling through. If we're looking at literally any stat here, they're up. Especially CS.
Yeah,
just looking
I
at
mean,
that right
it's
now.
everything. I think every lane playing really well. The only thing, maybe the Zed pick not paying off as much as they like it, but top lane is just a top gap. It's a bot gap. It's a jungle gap. It's just such a huge play on the side of Darkside Knights, coming out really strong on their week 2 game here.
I think-
Looking to
yeah.
bounce back from a week 1 loss in strong fashion, making a statement saying we're contenders here. We don't care who we're playing.
Nope. Mythril Black. It doesn't matter.
Don't give us Ornn.
Give us Ornn.
Don't
It's-
give. I mean, give us Ornn. Don't give us Ornn. It doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You know. Can you know? I'd love to see some. I would buy a T-shirt that says
Ornn
Don't
dip
give
or
us
something.
Ornn
Don't
dip.
give us Ornn.
Don't give us Ornn. Ornn
Yeah.
dip. One of the two. I'd buy that shirt.
I would. Yeah, I'd buy that shirt too.
I would buy it and then wear it here.
I would buy it. I would ask Fish to sign it for me, and I'd wear it here.
That you one up me. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't one up that. Maybe I'd get the entire team to sign it. Who knows? I don't know if that's possible. Probably
That
not.
would be cool, but honestly, I'd settle for just Fish.
Just fish. Just fish Ornn dip.
Fish.
Fish Ornn dip.
There you go. It is indeed.
Ugh.
So, Darkside Knights just kind of stalling out. I think maybe being a little bit more cautious than they have to. Don't want to throw anything though. Looking to
Yep.
cross all their
Did
T's
I
and
not
dot
already?
their I's. Make sure they don't make any misplays here and put the game back into the hands of Mythril Black.
No.
Outer coming up in 4.
DSK has 4 drafts.
Baron spawning shortly.
Baron.
Maybe just playing for the Baron and then the end.
I think so. Yeah. You know, there's not going to be a dragon and Baron spawn.
Yep, and
anywhere
Nero coming
so-
down is looking for the Hecarim
Wow.
again into Leono. So much
Amazing
CC,
stun.
and the Zed over the top is going to kill
So
him.
much
Malphite
damage.
looking for an ult to hit, but he
Shen-
just
that Shen
misses it.
bursting
Dodged by
down.
the Zed.
Okay.
Really good. Ash able to free it. Need to be
Guardian
careful of the
down.
Corki Dame. Malphite
Shen's
so
bursting
tanky, but
down as
not
well.
tanky
Yep.
enough. It's just a wipe on the side
Point.
of Darkside Knights. They're routing them to their
Ooh.
base. Lucian hobbling
see the
away,
flash over
looking to
here.
do whatever he can to survive, but he is
Lucian's
so low
running.
right now by himself,
Ooh.
pushing into the mid lane. Inhibitor is Darkside Knights looking to close this game out in a convincing
This is
2-0
gonna be it.
fashion. Fish is tanking the turret.
needs
I
Baron?
think a
Baron?
little bit of a miscommunication here. As he's tanking, they can just wait for the minion waves, but they'll go for double inhibitors first.
Double on him. They are looking a little bit low.
All
they're
right,
not gonna
double
respond.
inhibitors. They're on to the next turret. This should
This
be the
is
game.
game. Right here.
To win as
Lucian-
well. That's
Lucian
Lucian able to
not
make a hero
doing
play,
anything.
but he's denied by the Diana.
Will he dive him into? No, he's not gonna dive. It would
He's
be
not
cool.
going to do
Would be
that.
Cool.
Hecarim looking to stall as much as he can. Flashed away. They're just hitting the Nexus. It's
Not
not going to
even get
matter.
one-
It's too little.
Heck,
It's
getting
too
a
late.
little bit of a kill
It's
game.
Dark Side.
They're all emoting that.
Yeah.
That was a tough game for
They are all emoting. They should have got the level 7 mastery emotes, but it's all Darkside Knights in this series. Exceptional play across the board, I would say. Top lane, from top lane to bot, and everything in between. Darkside Knights showing up huge here today on week 2. I mean, a tough week 1 series for them, I think. You know, going down 0-2 to Titan Gaming, a strong team, but coming back in week 2.
destroying.
They made the proper corrections and they just played exceptionally well. Excellent play.
Wow.
Excellent play for the Darkside Knights. I love everything about that.
That was a great game. Maybe I don't see a situation where Mythril Black walks away with that. Right, they'd have to change everything about their game.
Yeah.
Right, they're gonna have to make a better Lucian pick. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
maybe put a better matchup with Ornn.
Yeah, I
So many-
mean, what do you do
So
about
many
the top
things.
lane, right?
It's
just
little
what-
victories that win this game.
What's a
for that.
disaster? Yeah, it's such a disaster in the top lane.
Mhm.
You know, you ban away his Ornn, you pick the Malphite, a comfort pick, but you're still down in CS
You're so dumb. Mhm.
tremendously. So the top lane situation is really difficult, I think, for the side of Mythril Black. Darkside Knights, Fish playing exceptionally well,
That's
but
a tough game. It's a tough game to lose. It's a tough game. It is. It's a tough
Yeah.
game for
And-
Mythril Black.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
to say
for
they're
sure.
they're both the real deal, but wow, that's strong showing.
yeah,
Strong, really strong showing. A lot of little things going right. And then obviously right, you got that Ornn coming in late game to just the split pushes. The split
Yeah.
pushes in game one.
absolutely exceptional play. All right, so here we are though. We're joined for the post-game interview. We have Dark joining us again in the
In
jungler
the jungler.
nowadays from
The
the
redemption
side
arc.
of Darkside Knight, the
Yeah.
redemption arc. Back for your interview too. How are y'all
Redemption arc.
doing? Must be feeling good after that series victory.
I like Kenny go first.
Sure.
If he's here.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're all feeling pretty good. We really needed that after last week's like 400 ping incident.
Okay,
That
sure.
was pretty demoralizing.
Yeah, that-
So we were all talking that we pretty much fixed every mistake that we wanted to do. We just put in a really hard work or
Yeah.
a really hard week of practice to try to fix up all the sloppiness that we were doing. We didn't do all the research that apparently the other teams are doing for drafts and stats and
You didn't either.
field participation, but
Nobody
I
did
mean, it
any
doesn't
research.
matter when you have 100 orange, like 100 CS lead in the
Yeah.
top lane on your orange. Research is cool, but
yeah.
It,
Our whole team played really well. Top kind of smurfed the whole time. That was
Yeah.
that was kind of expected. Fish is really good.
Yep.
I'm proud of Dark. He was a Seraphine one trick up until pretty much last week, so he's really expanding his champ pool
That- I
to more
mean,
than
yeah.
just
Really.
one thing.
that's crazy to me. I was going to say, I couldn't help but be so excited about your bot lane 2v2, killing at level 2 in game 2,
Crazy.
and killing at level 3 or something in game 1. Just exceptional bot lane 2v2 play, really abusing their misplays and snowballing the game, both games on, two different picks. I mean, the first game you have Alistair Rel, next game you have Ashe, a little bit different of a champion, but super strong bot play. So, I mean, to nowadays, for you, what was your kind of game plan going through that game? Because I think, it seemed like a lot of skirmishing going on with the jungler. What was your game plan to shut down their jungler? I think he's a very big part of their team. So I would say a lot of pressure on you in that early game to make sure their jungler is not snowballing too hard.
I mean, we kind of talked a lot as a team of what our weaknesses and what our strengths are. And we kind of decided that if we can make the fights on our terms, that's where we're going to play well. And pretty much for the last 2 weeks, we've kind of decided that if fights are brought to us, we just get like piss stomped on. It's awful. So we needed
That
to do a
makes
lot better job at engaging and playing what we're comfortable with. So my whole
Sure.
goal was just try to play to what we're strong at.
Yeah.
Once we realized, like within 7 minutes of the games, that they were kind of holding their tails in between their legs under their
Yeah.
towers, that I was
Yeah.
just gonna hyper farm on Diana.
Sure.
And we got a little worried when we were getting invaded in the jungle and I was getting picked off, and we were scared of getting outscaled.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
clearly that didn't work. We have a bot lane that apparently cannot be outbanned for ADC.
Yeah.
Too
No.
big of a champ pool. We
Yeah.
have a top
You-
lane who will
Who can't
just
be outbanned
huge.
either.
fall behind.
The
Yeah,
top lane
We have
was
a mid
just-
lane
yeah,
who has a real locker room leadership presence, really pats us on the
Nice.
back,
Okay.
and gets a nice 3 kills on
Yeah.
Zed at
Yep.
the end of the game. So
Yep.
like a nice support Zed. It has to happen every once in a while.
Yep.
But
I mean, he's
I really
filling his
think that
role.
we fixed everything we needed.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looked fantastic. And I mean, to you, Dark, going into game 2, a little bit of a different matchup. Were you guys as confident that you were just going to be able to dominate bot lane again? Like, was it like you kind of had a read going into it that, all right, they're misplaying a little bit, this is something we can take advantage of? Or how confident, what was your game plan going into game 2?
Ashe Leona is generally really strong after level
Yeah.
6, but
Yeah.
Lucian Nami is just it's a hell of a lane, right? You can't
Sure.
really beat it, but I won't lie,
you
they
did.
misplayed their level
Yeah.
2, they didn't
Yeah.
they didn't count minions properly and they got killed for it.
Yeah.
So like throughout the game, I think the main focus of getting Leona was to play for the team instead of playing
Yeah.
for the lane. And obviously as soon as we killed them level 2, 3, whatever, however we killed them, they were like playing really back. At a point I think Lucian was farming with his W, and that was like at that moment
When
we
you
know
see
we-
that,
like,
it's like, all right, man.
yeah, we were like, okay, we can't really focus them as Kenny said, they were like
Sure.
playing under
the
their
turret.
turrets, right? So we had to like start farming, and like I think it was good adaptation from them because they were still getting kills, they were still getting like
Sure.
plays on the map, right? But they
Yeah.
were still really behind from us on the tempo, and every time we made a play, it always worked out. I remember that when Corky packaged in for that was like a really unfortunate timing because we were doing something else. We were trying to get the refill going, and we didn't back off, right? But the Corky package play, like, hats off to them. They did really good. But then again, they were just playing super defensively. Every
Yeah.
single lane was under their turret. They probably had no way to like gank anyone. Like the
Yeah.
only reason he ganked us was because, let's be honest, I'm just blind. so he got the gank off, and we died in bot lane. I think only I died, and the
Yeah,
match was
I
arrived.
mean,
So that was
honestly, it was still a really solid play by you to mitigate those guys.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
when
not
someone picks Lucian Nami into and they're sitting under the turret W farming with Lucian, it has to feel pretty good. You don't really pick Lucian Nami to do that. You pick it to win a lane, but you guys play
exactly.
exceptionally well. So back to a play that I really liked that you did in the first game, and you were able to pull it off again the second. That third dragon trade for a top lane inner turret. You did it again. Like, it looked like it was a little bit more, maybe more pre-planned this time. When you had the Herald, you knew that they were gonna try to contest third dragon. So what was that going into game 2? Was that something that you had a little bit more preparation for because you knew that they were gonna try to challenge third dragon, or was that again just a kind of spark of the moment type, like, all right, they're going dragon, let's just go top?
I think as a team, we kind of acknowledged that prior to today, a huge problem of ours is once we start to die or lose a team fight, we kind of fumbled in.
Sure.
And I forget if it was our mid lane Swedish or our top lane Fish kind of brought on a term from his old team of stop the bleeding or cut the bleeding.
Yeah.
Where if we're going to start losing a fight, try to make the most of it as we can and get out as much as we can. So once I think before that third dragon, we got picked, or we at least saw everybody bought. Yeah. So we're going to try to make as much as we can of it. We're going to try to get top. We ended up getting 2 turrets out of it, which was way better than expected, and keep the tempo of the game. And as long as we can dominate early objectives, we can kind of control the game however we want. We almost had both rifts. I got outsmited. I suck. But we had both dragons.
But you
the
got
first
the
game, I think we had
you got
both
the
rifts.
Baron steal.
You got the Baron steal. That was an insane Baron steal. That was.
I mean, I never make mistakes. If I ever get outsmited, it's a ping diff.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
100%.
I mean, that's
yeah,
what you say.
It's always.
Yeah,
no,
I mean, we've had some problems with things on our team, so let's not go there.
Don't jinx it, you know. Yeah.
But
we're just we're pretty new as a team. We've gone through 3 or 4 supports since this league has started. So we're still kind of getting used to all of our roles, and I'm just kind of really happy on how we're all falling into our place and coming together. I'm looking forward to what we keep doing.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'll have to be honest with you. Going into the series, I was a little bit skeptical of you guys. You know, the Mythril Black, excuse me, looks so solid, but I am absolutely a Dark Side Knights believer. You know, your new support. If this is your new support, I mean, keep them.
I'm an ADC main. I'm playing support for fun, okay?
Okay, fair enough. Support's a better role, I know.
Seraphine one trick.
Seraphine one trick, let's be honest.
Exceptional play, guys. Across the board, phenomenal. I mean, 3v5ing a Baron fight with the Baron steal. Yeah. Across the board, from mechanical outplays to just really good, solid macro, I think you guys look super solid. So congrats on the series win, convincing 2-0. Thank you for joining us with the interview.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
I just want to say
thanks
for the games, Mythril Black. It was an exciting 2 series, and we want to see how much we can go forward in this league. So thanks for having us, Swag Live series, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Wow.
That was a game.
They're a new team, and they're playing like that. So
they just said that, you know, they're rotating their supports. And that Leon to play was made by a player who.
He's the Seraphine one trick.
Seraphine one trick. For sure.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Great play on the side of Dark Side Knights across the board. Really exciting series. Division 2 looking kind of crazy after that one, right?
Yeah.
Some definite upsets happening today, but that's what we like to see at the Swag Life series. Reminder again, if you want to check out the merch,
maybe
both those teams.
Maybe Orandiff comes.
Maybe Orandiff comes out. Maybe
do it.
You see something you like there, but check it out for sure. It's up, and we'll have more coming out soon. But again, from all of us at the Swag Life series, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next Thursday for Division 1 action. It's my team playing next week, I believe.
Macro Gaming.
Macro Gaming.
He's here.
Yeah, it's me. But we'll be making our stream debut next week, Thursday. Come back, check us out. Thank you for stopping in tonight. It's always a pleasure. And I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.
See you guys.